Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday. Glad you're with us. So here's what's going on tonight. We got a special show, and of course, we hope everyone had a great holiday weekend. Get ready to be back in the swing of things with some brand new jewelry, but also it's not just brand new. We've got some really exciting major closeouts for you that are mixed in. So it's a little bit of something for everybody tonight. If you're looking for brand new, hot off the press designs, we've got them. If you want something very special and classic, we've got that too. And we also have a lot of very affordable in this show. So whether you're looking for pendants, earrings, whatever it is you might be looking for, we got you covered. And it is a special night when we can bring out this. This is one of the most valuable stones I've ever had the pleasure of presenting, and it's coming up tonight. It's going to be a very cool stone. We've never had it before. Beautiful. Take your guesses as to what it might be, but it is one source. That's a big clue. And it's a color unlike we've seen before. So have that one for our collectors. Have a couple of great big blue wing black Ds. We've got kunzite for you as well, and fire opals here. But I know that we've had a lot of you asking lately for pink diamonds. Where'd they go? Where'd they been? Well, we've got a pink diamond special for you here. I found one bigger stone. It's a 22 pointer. The only difference is it just had to come down in price. So we got you taken care of there. So bring in a nearly quarter-carat stone, way down in price for you. That's going to be huge value, as well as turquoise drops. They're new. We've got some almost briolette style, if you're familiar with those. Some great drops in Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and then also an emerald pendant is on the way. We've got great assorted wheels for you with a lot of mix, and even some Peridot is made up in earrings. So a lot of one-of-a-kinds as usual. So you want to dial in as soon as you see something you love, and we'll help you out, and we'll get you the greatest value. My designer ring, not my Lynx ring. We spent a lot of the weekend talking about my Lynx collection, but we actually got a piece that's inspired by a very big French designer that we've had the pendant for, we've had the earrings for, but not the ring. The ring is back. It's the quatrefoil design with the princess cuts and the rounds. We're going to see that coming up for you as well. I know that's one a lot of you have been asking about as well. And then there's a Paraiba. A Paraiba in the slightly smaller saddle ring. We're going to blow that out so that it can be more affordable than Paraibas are. I know it's one of the most expensive stones right now, and that will continue to be the case. So if we can bring one down for you, that's really going to be a fun moment. So we'll do that tonight as well. It's a nearly 1 carat stone. It's in that saddle ring style. So all of that and much more. Plus, if you have a request, why don't you get those in? We're happy to help you with those all the way throughout the show. Whatever it is you might be looking for or pining away for, this is the day to get it. So please don't hesitate to chime in with those requests you might have. We're going to start with something. The only stone that actually is on the same track as Paraibas right now as far as pricing is this stone that we're starting with in the Mandarin garnet. Take a look at this. It's a good one. So we've got a very special pear shape here, and it's looking good. 112-4184 is what gets us going here. It's a big time stone. This is actually a carat 59 in that really incredible Mandarin garnet we love, but also you happen to be getting a really good 38-point diamond weight. It's going to go all the way around the stone, but also down the side. So 4184 is the number. This is brand new right now. We're starting with a big value, as we like to do, to really get you started. And again, just say thanks for being here with us early, because we always have some of our big values right up front here. And this one, 159, great stone, isn't it? Because it's so ultra clean. That's what we don't always get with Mandarins. And now that summer is unofficially here, still got a few days left till summer actually officially kicks off. But with Memorial Day weekend behind us, it means that we're thinking about brights, we're thinking about special, we're thinking about warmer weather, sun coming out, maybe vacay, maybe parties, maybe get-togethers, and this stone is the party. I always feel like it is the personality stone. So 159 is the size, 38 points in diamonds. So in yellow gold, change it if you want. We've got one. Here's what's going on. And yeah, it's one of those expensive stones, but not here. Isn't that what we do? Really, again, no matter what it is or how rare, exotic, or valuable it is elsewhere, we're here to bring you value, and this is definitely one of them. So that's what it looks like from a distance. I'll pop it on the other way as well. So if you like to wear your pear shape pointing away from the hand, you got it. If you like to wear it the other way, which is pointing up towards the hand, this is what it would look like. And then we're going to go ahead and blow it out for you. It is a fantastic value. So don't get frustrated by the prices that are out there now. We've seen it extend up to some of those really higher per carat prices we've seen of any garnet when this is one of the rare. But you know, guys, we see demantoids and sapphires and all these rare specialty garnets all the time. There's not much that's propelling as much as this one is with the $39.99. Should be price tag right here. We're going to make it a lot better than that for you, and we only do have the one. So that is where, again, critical to dial in early. Those of you that are Early birds pick up some of those great values. Isn't it true with shopping one of a kinds that the good stuff always goes? We know that, but this one's not even going to be half of this price. So when you think about where a Mandarin garnet should be, ordinarily when we're talking about a great stone, a beautiful look, a great quality, clean, that's where this stone really does struggle typically, is with the clarity. So you're getting all of that in one great stone, and it's not even $19.99. That's half off already. So a good 50% off sale, but it gets better. And we're actually going to take it to, how does this sound, 75% off to make it $999 for one caller only tonight. That seems much better to me, and we'll even, again, change the gold for you, so no problem there. Yellow sapphire will be coming up. Peridot earrings. We hardly have anything in Peridot, so to be able to bring you a match pair of Peridots in Asher cuts no less, they're coming up, and we're going to love those. So that's going to be on the way. Actually, they're not even Asher cuts. They're actually a specialty cut. So they used to be in Asher's. We've obviously made a new pair. So we're going to do that. Now, coming up, got a very special 30 seconds with this one. We do have Congolese tourmaline. I know it's one of our highly requested items every night. That's going to be here. We've actually got two to show you. I do have a beautiful emerald cut. We also have a great looking pear shape. So got a couple of the Congolese for you as well. But this is really where it's at in Mandarin. I mean, that's really, I took a cue from our weekend event where we had about, I had about 3 Mandarins in maybe a 30-minute span, and they all were sold out very quickly. So wanted to try and bring those of you that missed out something really good to start our fabulous Wednesday. So that'll be one only, and we'll see who's got it. Then we're going to show you yellow sapphire. This is the big marquise cut. Another stone that I know over the weekend was often requested and sold before everybody had a chance to get one. So here's another one of a kind. Really dynamic marquise yellow. This looks like a yellow diamond. It really does. It's 11225563, and that is another one of a kind. Takes its cues as far as the design elements of the ring from the raindrop ring that we do. It's a variation of that, and it's an open style dome ring. But then you've got, you see these diamonds, big individual diamonds all the way throughout, from 1 to 2 to 1 to 2 again, and then you get that really great detail along the sides too. That's a really nice kind of heavy mill grain that you have going on top and bottom. 11225563 is the odd number. It's a 62-point marquise. So you've got a start there with that stone. Then the diamond weight is going to be 21 points in diamonds, but again, all bigger stones. So that really makes a difference when it comes to, you know, how you get your diamond valued. Well, bigger stones always equals more money, or does it? When you see this price tag, you might wonder how we do this. This is your time to jump in. Now, it is going to be all solid yellow gold, but you can change that. So no requirement to leave it that way. That's fine. And then, of course, you've got that open work you've got. I'm going to try it on. Now, again, like I was said with the yellow sapphires, if you want to go tonal, this is the way you're going to leave it in the yellow gold. If you want to get a little more contrast, you know we love to see our yellow diamonds, for example, in the white gold as well sometimes. So this is where, again, you can really change it up if you want. I'd avoid rose gold, but white or yellow are going to be great ways to go. But you see how wide and pronounced it is. It sits up a little higher off the hand too, so that it's not just that flat kind of, you know, expected design. You get a little more lift to it, so it's really going to be spectacular. And here we go with a great look close up and a major value coming your way. It's not going to be anywhere near this even $9.99 price, which, let's face it, we just did a big Mandarin for that price tag and it's still here. So want to try and make sure that every single piece, and that's the mission, I've chosen to accept it. We're going to take every single piece we have, blow them out to the point where everything goes, nothing's going to stick around. This poor wheel, oh goodness. You know what, guys? Eventually, I know I'm gonna have to build a new one. I don't know if I'm technically equipped to do so, but these are made by hand, by the way, these wheels, so you can't just go to the store and buy them. So that's my next mission, my next project. But this is gonna be better than $9.99. It's so good. It's a dynamic stone. Of course, it looks like a yellow diamond without being the cost of a yellow diamond. We know how pricey yellow diamonds are becoming as well. They've always been pricey. They're always rare, but there's really a huge uptick in the yellow diamond marketplace. We're starting to see it now. Of course, there's a big wholesale trade show that is kicking off in the next couple of days. So we're expecting to see some new elevated prices on the yellow diamonds. So remember, if you can get something that looks like it, that gives you just as much flash and power, but still a durable stone like sapphire is, and this is also unheated, so you're getting that special level. So it's an extra step up in rarity than a typical yellow sapphire, and it's actually going to be better than $888 or $799. We're going to make it $777 first caller. So that's a good way to go. And remember, sapphire, September's birthstone, but you've got great durability. Wear it all the time if you want to. An amazing, amazing value, and we'll see who's got it, and that's going to be it. Then we've got our beautiful Peridots. I'm going to get to those earrings next. I know we're already getting a lot of requests for those, and you better believe it. We get Peridot requests a lot, And a lot of times we have to say, no, we don't have any. So to have earrings in a very special cut coming up, that's going to be on the way. And they're also one of a kind. So that's why I'm giving you a little heads up now if you want to jump in early on the Peridots, because if you like a little bit of a drop, that's what's going to be on the way. So if you'd like this, $777, one more time on the hand real quick, just so you can see the beauty of this open work. Again, the side profile, how it elevates about, almost is really like having a bridge in a way where the diamonds aren't going to run underneath, but it's like two levels of the gold. So one sits a little higher than the other, which is what gives it that elevation you're seeing here, for example. So you can see that from all the angles. So let me know who's got it. $777. We're changing the gold for you for free. We're sizing it for free and shipping it for free as well. It's just our everyday occurrence here, right? And so I know we get so kind of blasé about it, but you can't really, because it's a huge added value to you to have us do all those extras for you and not charge a penny. All right, so let me know who's got that one, and then we're going to get to our Peridot drops. These are subtle drops. I'm not talking about anything crazy here, but they are actually, isn't this cool? It's an octagon shape, and so think of it like a stop sign. And yes, I think everyone's going to stop and stare at your earrings, which are just fabulous because they're lime green, bright as can be. This is where Peridots struggle. People ask me all the time, why don't you have more Peridots? It's such an easy stone to find, right? Because people think, well, it's easy because everyone's got it, right? Most jewelry stores will have Peridot. The difference is all really about the quality, and you know how we are. We're strict, very strict about our quality we bring you. We're not going to bring you just anything for any reason. It has to be top quality no matter what it is, even if it's a more commonplace stone. So this is where a stone really struggles with clarity. Oftentimes they have what are called lily pad inclusions. It's why it's a little different than an inclusion that you might find in a diamond, like a carbon spot. It's a little different than a fissure you might find. It looks a little different even than, let's say, copper needles you might find in Paraibas. The inclusions you get, being that they are called lily pad inclusions with Peridot, actually may not be at all visible individually, but as opposed to that, they actually create this look that makes the stone itself look kind of hazy or dingy or kind of dark, and that's not what you're looking for, right? There's a reason why these stones, being the clarity they have, are gonna look different than what you see elsewhere, and that is because there's that clarity, that liveliness to it. So take a look and you'll see what I'm talking about here. Come on over. And they're item number 112-1547, and that is precisely why we don't bring a lot of Peridots, because we're insistent upon having that higher level of quality. That beautiful bright material, that super edgy lime green, right? Also bright and kind of neon, kind of like our Mandarin garnet that started the show. But these are just a simple drop. It's $420 in the Peridot, so you do get that about $210 in each earring, but then you also have 14 points in diamonds. And so you're getting those diamonds extend from the lever back, which this is kind of like an oversized lever back. Instead of the movement with an O-ring, it's actually just going to be all stationary. So even though it's a drop in that it's going to extend a little length down from the lobe, it's not where there's a lot of movement. It's pretty straightforward, kind of like that beautiful stick style we see. And then, of course, you've got white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. We're also changing the gold for you if you'd like. So a quick look at them from a distance so you can see the size, the length in this case. And isn't that a great fancy cut? Once upon a time, we did this style with an usher. It's just a little more unique in that you've got that octagon cutting. So think of it like a round, because at first glance, it'll look like that. And then it's actually got all those extra facets to it. 7/8 of an inch, top to bottom, yellow gold. Now, this is how it works. It's just a little flip hinge here. So you're going to see there's like an oversized shepherd's hook style. You're going to work that. This makes it really easy too, because you've got essentially that long straight edge that's going to be easy to go in the piercing. Then you're just going to flip that backing up. So it's all, again, easy, one piece, really easy to put on, easy to work into that piercing even without having an assistance of a mirror. And yet you've got a great value on the Peridot earrings that are not going to be that $29.99 any longer, despite this really unusual cutting you're getting. Here's just a quick look at how that 7/8 of an inch length translates when you see them from a little bit more of a distance away, and how bright those stones are. They're very bright. Again, super special, rare cut indeed. And they're going to be $999 for the pair. And August will be here before you know it, and that is your August birthstone. So amazing Peridot quality. Let's take another look at them close up. Just want you to see those straightforward too. They start the diamonds right there at the top point. So when they sit in the ear, you're going to have diamonds straight on down. So it really looks great. And they're $9.99, so that's a big value right there, and we've got one pair only, and that's that. So when they're gone, they're gone. I mean, nobody tuned in tonight figuring I'm going to see Peridot earrings. It's just something I can go years at a time of hosting this show without having one. Seriously, we go years without peridot in general. Peridot earrings being matched up specifically like that. Great color, great quality, great clarity, great cutting in this case, which still gives you the dynamic brightness of a round. Just makes it a little more interesting, right? And you're stepping up another level, not just to get great clarity and great color thanks to that peridot we selected, but getting that specialty cutting as well. Okay, so let's move. We got 30 seconds left with those, and we gotta go. We got a lot to show you tonight. Any requests you have at all, think about getting those in. We even have Tanzanites that are very similar to this. So some Tanzanite earrings that will be our Blue Wing Block D will be here. It's going to be your last call on earrings because you know we're running very, very limited with what we have left. So we're going to have one last call for Tanzanite earrings. They're similar design to this in that they are a subtle drop and a lever back style. So those are coming. We've got turquoise earrings. Yes, they're here. We've got, what else in earrings? Oh, we've got spinels, Mahenge spinels with pink diamonds. And speaking of pink diamonds, we will see our 22 pointer. Actually, this was here about maybe a month ago or so. The price was a little bit hefty, and that's because, well, it's a great pink diamond at a big size. So we'll see that one coming up, and it's I think our last pink diamond we're going to see for some time, barring any new ones that might come in. But as far as what's here and what's ready, that's it. Now, I did mention there's a very special, rare, unique stone. Take a look at it. It's wild. This is really unique. And for the collectors, just want to show it. It's just my show and tell time here, just to say, hey, thanks for hanging out with me. We do partial home shopping, partial museum. That's really what I'm your curator and your host, and just hopefully your gal pal shopping with you, you know, that kind of thing. But this is a Tanzanite. So believe it or not, we got some really special unheated material here. Isn't that cool? That is an unheated, really we're calling it pink Tanzanite. It's got lavenders and it's got periwinkles. And if you're thinking about a 12-carat 68, that would be it. 112 4155. It's mostly just for show and tell here. It's just that it's that piece that really should go on a really on a pedestal in a museum is really where it belongs, I would say, more or less, because it is a 12-carat 68. It's a cushion cut. It's actually kind of rounded, so kind of like a rounded oval meets cushion, but it's got enough corner where it's a cushion cut. So if you're thinking, well, I see blue wings here all the time, what's the difference here and why does that look a little different? It's not really our peacock. We're calling it pink Tanzanite, actually. It's all unheated. I know there's a lot of lavender. It's interesting, when it's away from the lights, you see more pink. When it's in the intensity of the lights, you see a lot of blues and greens. So it's one of those like we've had before for $70,000 and $80,000, where there's multiple colors in one stone, which oftentimes when you don't get any help or any interference from man, this is where, again, you let Mother Nature do the wonder of this stone. And that's really where in this material, it's all natural. So what you're getting as a result is zoisite in multiple colors at once. It's a pastel. It's giving you, we talk about trichroism all the time. This is really where you're getting even more than that. The typical blues and purples and reds are really taken over with pinks and maybe lilacs and also greens. So very unique assortment of colors that you're getting from an all natural and heated stone like this is. Take a look. It's got our 12-carat 68, 25 points in pink diamonds around it, and then there's also 75 points in white diamonds around that. So it's just a collectible piece. It's, you know, not for everybody. It's like, you know, $55,000 here, and that's because it's ultra rare. I don't honestly know where you can get one anywhere else that is this quality, this size. Look at the beautiful, I know it's kind of sitting and leaning, but look at how beautiful that is when you see it up front and face up. So that is all completely unheated and treated. Not going to be inexpensive, but I'll tell you what, I'll do my best here. $55,000's that's a tough hill to climb. And I've been climbing hills all day, so I think that part of the day is done. But this is where you're going to get a very, very special stone and value, and we'll make it really easy for you right now. First caller can have this one if you'd like it from $55,000. We're going to take it on down. Just remember, 1268. We're calling it pink, but it's really got the pinks, the lavenders, the periwinkles, the blue greens, all that together. And yet it's going to be for one caller, and we're going to help you. We're going to help you give it away, and that's really what it's all about. This is that collector's piece. I know what we get for Tanzanite elsewhere in the world. It's like $3,000, $4,000 a carat for something that's lighter despite the fact that it's heated. Think about that. Usually that's the color you get after some of the more basic material is heated. This is the color that is all natural, so it also happens to be a really unique, you know, kind of color. That's where we'll see a lot of those light lavenders, but it's got pinks, it's got blues and greens, and it's really wild, and it stays as is in the rose and the white gold, and we'll blow it out for under $20,000 if you like it. $19,999 on that one. Just had to show that early because you're here probably looking for what's new. What's the latest? What's new? I do have to show it early because I know that our whole contingency's on their way to Vegas. So this is the one that they're said, show everybody here first, but we really want to take that just in case there's a collector who wants it. The big JCK show, which is the deluxe. It's kind of like if you had to look at trade shows, the way we look at shopping arenas, it's basically the Rodeo Drive of trade shows worldwide, is in Las Vegas this coming weekend. So this is one that's on its way, headed there for everybody to see it. And you know that's a lot of really big wigs there, that it's really the who's who and the movers and the shakers of the jewelry world. So that's on its way, but we always want to give you, our TVON family, first dibs on special pieces like this, because here they're not just for the museum and they're not just for, you know, gawking at it from a distance and for the trade. They're for somebody to have. So that one had to come out a little early. Then we've got our Congolese for you. Do have a Windsor sapphire, but it's in a pendant. We're pretty much done with the rings. I think we've sold out just about every ring we have, but we do have a Windsor sapphire pendant. So that's going to be kind of fun, but I got to show you this new Congolese. Look at that. This is my favorite I think we've had so far. And that is saying something because we've shown you a lot of them. They're all, everyone that's been on the air is gone. This is 112-4195. It's a 4-carat 35, and talk about blues and greens. It's dynamic. I don't know what's happened on the side of it, but it looks like I got to give it some extra polishing here. This is specialty. 435. I know these sometimes get a little more money when they start to get over 2 carats, and this one obviously double that. It does have a diamond weight of 44. While I'm polishing the band here, let me just go ahead and pop it on the hand for you. Single halo. Amazing cutting here. This is, you know, they're calling it a cushion. It really is a hybrid here. It's got a lot of step faceting. So maybe that outside edge is just ever so slightly rounded, but you see what this does. This is no special effect of the light here. This is really just what that stone and the power of the cutting together are doing. 435, of course, blue greens. That's really the beauty of this Congolese material. They look a lot like copper-bearing stones. They may be copper-bearing stones, and we just don't know it. We're not privy to that information yet. Hasn't been fully vetted for one way or the other, but it's a really special way to go. And that clarity on tourmaline, when we talk about stones that are included, tourmaline leads the pack. That's the one that's always included. Bar none, it is a type 3 stone. So basically, the most included stones in the world are either tourmalines or emeralds, and they really fight for position there when it comes to the most included. Not necessarily a title you want to have, it's just part of their inherent nature for them to be that way. So to be able to get a stone that's going to give you that beautiful blend of colors and to get it clean like this one is, specialty cutting and all of that, and get it for lower than $49.99, well, that's the idea. And these stones they never stick around. So come on, give yourself a chance here. Come on in early. Remember how important it is to dial in on the one-of-a-kinds. They're not going to last, and this one's going down to $1,999. And you can see it is a cushion cut, but it's got a lot of those step facets to it as well, so that it's really, truly, it is that hybrid, which you've got really, again, outside edges feel like a cushion, the inside internal facets feel like an emerald cut, and it's really all brought together for you. So that's only $19.99. We'll get to our beautiful Windsor pendant coming up. Boy, it's been a minute since we've seen Windsors in this kind of look. So we're going to show you that on the way. And then let's see also if we can do a little something with maybe some emerald for the end of May here. We've only got 2 days left of shows in May here. So here's what I was going to do. I was going to bring out something special for our emerald lovers, and look at how pretty that is. Set in this little, it's almost like a spoon of gold. And then we'll have that for you. And then turquoise earrings are on the way. And there's a brand new emerald cut blue wing block days. So for those of you going, don't give me the unheated, I want the best emerald cut you've ever had. Well, guess what? It's here tonight. As we are ready to say farewell to our blue wing block days, look what we're bringing out tonight. That's got some red, and that's not even in focus, and yet it's giving that kind of red to it. Very special. Here comes our Windsor, 112-3325. Call me on that beautiful Congolese, and then here we go. This is a Windsor sapphire like you have not seen it. It's the blues and the greens and the yellows all together. So think about this. It's a carat 65 and it's unheated in a sapphire. It's 112-3325. This is an emerald cut, as almost every Windsor has been. It's a great way to cut them because then what happens is it's going to show off the duality of color. Every stone has a slightly different pattern. This is our carat 65, which means it's a carat and 2/3 in the size of the stone, but then double halo, diamonds in the bail, and yellow gold setting. You get to choose, do you want the white, the yellow, or the rose gold? That is entirely up to you. So it's really, again, fully for you design. But this one with the yellow backdrop, we thought mostly yellows in the stone, let's put in the yellow gold. And then you see the base of the stone is going to have more of this blue-green section. Instead of being really a split, it's more of a kind of a distinctive corner. And then did you see what's happening? If I said it this way, it might be a little easier to recognize what's happening. There's a green color that's in the bottom right corner. There's a blue. For those of you going, I don't get it, what's going on there? That's the blue color. So we've never seen a pattern distinctive like this has. It's really 3 separate colors in one. Think of it like a yellow sapphire with a bonus, a double bonus. Blues that are naturally occurring on the one side, greens at the bottom portion. Let me show it on the hand here for a size reference. These are just, every stone is unique. And I know most gemstones, that's the case. Every stone is unique. These Winzas, though, are beyond compare when it comes to rare, special, unique, all of that. Here's what it looks like from a distance. It's going to have our 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. Show it to you on the neckline coming up, and then we're going to blow it out right now. One caller gets it. Major, major value. And the diamond weight, again, 42 points. So you've got a very special diamond weight here as well that's going to just complete it. You know, it's just about, we really don't regard diamond weights and how we make them and create them based on what it's going to cost you. We think about what's proper for the stone. What's going to make the stone look best? What's going to be the ultimate level of quality together with that stone? I think this really shows you right there what it's all about. You can see how now it's almost like it just changed. It's like now the top you're getting almost a green, isn't it? So it's very special, and they're so unique, and we're going to blow it out right now. They're supposed to be a $59.99. Look at this. This is where, again, we don't come to play on these sapphires. These are rare. One source in the world that's ever produced them. This mine is in Tanzania. It's got a $6,000 TVON price tag. And today I'm marking it down. Got to do that. We're coming off a sale event, so we know we have to take the brand new and really put it on sale anyways. And remember, the sapphire is completely unheated, all natural, and it's going to be $1,999. And guess what? We still have a Mandarin here and a yellow sapphire. The yellow sapphire was $777 for the ring that we had, which still would actually match back to this one. You could have them work together really well. We can get you, obviously, that beautiful Mandarin we started the show with, if you're feeling like that bright poppin' neon orange. The Peridot earrings for $9.99. A lot of great ideas. One of our most unique designer pieces ever created that we can't create anymore. It's also here at a discount. It's the orchid ring. If this was up here more often, I'll tell you, I think it would be worldwide known as one of the more intricate jewelry designs ever created. This is it. And yet this one is the highest level we've ever brought, because the midpoint, where we've done sometimes with sapphires, we've done some different stones in the middle. This time around, it's the rare of the rare with Russian demantoids. It's item number 11225555, and it looks good, doesn't it? You really have to see it on the hand, though, because it's so sculptural. It's large, so unfortunately for my small ring gals and my diminutive lovers, I mean, this is not going to be for you. It's for somebody who wants something bold and bright and beautiful and distinctive. But 69 points in demantoids, that's the first thing. You're getting a lot of those. And then you have 204 in diamond weight, one of our bigger diamond weights we see in all of our rings. But it's beyond that. What this graphic does not tell you about or show you or really describe is what's happening beneath all that. Beneath the beautiful demantoids, which are clustered together in different sizes but all in rounds, matched to perfection in the color. What you don't see, of course, after the diamonds is the amount of gold this takes to create a ring that is so sensational. Of course, you're going to really see that in full perspective when you see it on the hand and the way that it moves and wraps. I mean, it's very, you think about an orchid, if you've seen one in real life, you know how complex they are and how beautiful they are when you see them in Mother Nature. Well, here's how we did it in a ring, in solid crafted gold here, which is pretty impressive. And then you've got your diamond weight, 204. Demantoids as well, love that. Let's show it on, though, because it's not going to be that piece that's, it almost looks like it'd be that double or triple ring. It's not, but they elevate it enough so that we've all seen those where there's 2 rings attached and you put it on and it covers 2 fingers, and they can be extremely uncomfortable to wear. Not really practical, as beautiful as they are. They're not practical because you don't get any range of movement with your hand. This is where, with the elevation of the design, if it does tend to just transition over one finger or another, it's going to be all elevated so there's nothing that interferes. So it's a great way to get that look, almost as if you have this double finger ring here, but it's actually going to be in one, very wearable, looks great. Everything is just so detailed because you look at the sides and you see even the side folds here of these petals are covered in pave. They look amazing. They're so spectacular, and we're going to do something really special for you that takes it below $79.99. And guess what? If you want to put it on the other way, you can. There's multiple ways to orient it, obviously, and then we do see this. But this is, oh, there we go. So now it kind of lifts up, right? Kind of going with that beautiful flared out petal. You can see they're all a little bit different shape and size, which is just how an orchid would be and exist in nature. And then you get this great design here. I mean, these are the florals that last forever. And I know orchids typically have a longer lifespan than some, right? But that beautiful way where you're never, ever going to miss it here. Beautiful on a middle finger or an index finger, I would say as well. But there's only one ring, so yes.
Lynette says thank you for her ring.
Oh, what'd she get? She got a ring? She received it? Oh, good. Thanks, Lynette. Wonderful. I wonder what it was. Did she say? She just said, thanks for my ring. All right. Well, you know what, Lynette, we appreciate that. And I know she's a collector of Windsors, so maybe she got a Windsor at home, and that's wonderful to hear. Thank you so much. Here we go. Better price. Discount price. One more thing, it stays in yellow gold, so you got to keep it as is. Can you imagine the task that would be to take this all apart and put it into another gold? So we're asking on this one, just leave it in the yellow gold, and I think you're going to be very happy with it. And that beautiful way that for anybody who says, I don't know if that's going to sit right because it's so oversized, that's why we size it. Get your true ring size. This one's about 3 sizes too big for me, and it's okay. It's just, again, when it's sized to perfection for you, it'll sit on the hand properly. It'll stay centered. It's not going to do that flipping or turning or be too top heavy. It's made the right way. So you never have to worry about that. But here's what we're going to do instead of $79.99. We have one. It's going to fly. We know that. Welcome into Wednesday. I know a lot of you are probably just now tuning in. It's not going to be $79, $69, $59. This is a great way to go when you talk about value on just gold, gold, and more gold, which we don't really ever. People ask why don't we put the gram weights up there is because, well, it depends on the ring size you get. If we were just saying here, you got to keep it in this size 7.5, great. But the problem with that is that that's going to be a different size or a different gram weight than if you get a size 5. It's going to be a different gram weight if you get a size 10. So I can tell you, and you can read here, it's very, very heavy the way that's finished, but you see that really standard classic band, and that's why I love looking at these side details. You really see the elevation of the petals, the way they're formed, even the different elevation of all the different demantoids that are spot on, matched to perfection. It's so incredible. It really is. I'm not going to do even $59, $49, $39. Should we move some jewelry tonight? If I make the prices ridiculously irresistible, would that help? It couldn't hurt, right? If we're here to move jewelry, and we are, let's see if we can do some real statement making pieces like this one for a teeny tiny price that makes it 100% certain it's going to get a home. That's the idea. It's not going to be $39, and it's not even $29.99. And let's all just kind of take a moment and just appreciate how good that is when it's a $3,000 ring, and yet it's an $8,000 ring. So I see $5,000 saved, which makes me excited. And here's what we're going to do. Instead of $29.99, better value, grab it if you love it. Trust me, you're going to be the only one on the planet that has something like this. You really will be. You just got to keep in the yellow. We're going to size it for you. I think we need an extra discount, and that's what's happening. Not 29, 28, 27, 26. This is really wrong. But if it's going to help get it out the door, that's what we have to do. That's what has to happen here. So here it is, and it's not going to be $25.99 either. Come on in. We're ready to help you own it right now, but it's not going to last. We just know that. There's just 2 ways to go about this, right? It's just the simple way and the easy way. So that's it. It's just a major, major moment. Get the discount. Get the markdown. It's going to be out of here for only $24.99 only for that beautiful orchid in Russian demantoids. You just can't even imagine creating something like this, the weeks it takes just in constructing the design, first of all, and making it perfect. Every little tip and corner and every little of that ebb and flow of those petals, the dimension. I mean, it has to be created in many, many, many different pieces. I mean, you're definitely, it's like you're making 5 different rings and then putting them all together. Think about that kind of workmanship. And $24.99 gets it to 1 caller. So please let me know if that's going to be for you. Then we'll take requests if you have them, of course. We'd love to stop everything we're doing and just get your requests in. That's always something that's welcome. Here's the designer diamond ring that I know I'm already getting a lot of questions about because I think we're all in shock. Did she say that designer quatrefoil ring is back? And it is. And this is your last chance on it, and we're about to show it to you. So bottom of the hour is here. here, we're going to show you the diamond designer ring that is modeled after my own. So this was something, I can't take credit for the design. I did not design it, but it is modeled after a ring that I've worn for many, many years. I was gifted this ring back in 2005. So it's been a minute, and you know what? I wear it every single day still. I still wear it every day. I have never, and I'm more fickle than that, guys. You guys know I'm a weirdo. I don't like to usually repeat things. Like I don't repeat outfits very often and that kind of thing. I'm just weird that way. I'm really not into repetition. So when I fall in love with a piece of jewelry and for years on end, it really, I'm telling you, there's something very special about it because usually nothing keeps my attention all that long. This is a designer piece, 111-3406. The funny part was when I first lent out my ring, because I'd worn it a couple times on air and naturally, a couple people saw it and said, okay, well, when's that coming out for sale? And I was like, oops, it's my own. I'm sorry, it's a designer piece that was gifted to me years ago. Well, naturally, we said, well, maybe we could make something like it. And they took one look at my ring in our jewelry department. I'll never forget it because I was insulted and flattered at the same time because it was insulting in that, hey, they said, you realize we're going to have to make it in much better diamond weight. And then I was so excited because I thought, now, isn't that just TVON for you right there? The designer ring that cost something like $28,000 many, many years ago in 2005 was not a good enough quality of diamond weight compared to what we do and what we create here on this show. Think about that for a second because that's not a small designer that I'm talking about that does this ring that I still wear. It's truly, I would say it's almost every day. I would say at least 6 out of 7 days a week I wear this ring because it's just important to me and I love it. But it's the invisibly set princess cuts that sit lower, and then you have the diamond rounds that go above that and create that border. There's actually layers and different ways and different settings that you have that come together here. So we'll take a look at it. It's 74 points in the invisibly set princess cut. So mostly princess cuts here. And then you have the round brilliance, which are another 47 points. But let me actually show you what I mean. Do you see there that little lip of gold between the rounds and the princess cuts? So the princess cuts are set a little lower, hence recessed. And you can see it here really well, how it's finished on the inside. And then you see there's that border of gold and milgrain. Then beyond that, just around the edge, it's the round brilliance. And then we go to the double row on the side here. So it just cinches on in towards the center to meet with that point. This is what's known as the quatrefoil design. I know it's been gone and disappeared and out of stock for a long time. We had the pendant, we had the earrings, but most everybody starts with the ring. So here it is in white, yellow, or rose. Completely up to your choice, except the labor on this one is such that we cannot create this anymore going forward. I don't know if you've heard, and we say it in previous shows, but when princess cuts come up, we remind you that we don't have any more princess cuts, and the price tags right now are so expensive to acquire them that we can't. So here's the deal, because we like to keep our values somewhat, in the realm of what you love. I mean, it's one thing, if I had to come up here every single week and raise prices, you'd probably stop watching. And you'd probably go, you know what, I ain't shopping there anymore. You know what, I'm used to her old prices from 8 years ago and 5 years ago and a month ago. Well, that's the reality of what diamonds are doing. They're going up tremendously in price. So it's just that reality, especially with the princess cuts, because they're so much more rare and difficult to cut. So this is not an easy stone to get. We're going to help you out here. It is a carat 21 total weight in diamonds here in white, yellow, rose, finished to perfection, same size and scale as the big designer from France does, and yet 28,000. I can't honestly speak on their price now. I haven't been in their stores for a minute, but honestly, when it was $28,000, that was in 2005. So you figure it's probably gone up double at least in recent years, because that's just what's happened in the last 20 years or so, right? Diamonds and gold have really expanded in their price point. So this is your chance to pick it up and get a better quality. The diamonds they used were not as good as what we use. So we upgraded it for you, and it looks amazing on the hand. So we're gonna take a look at that too. And then we're gonna get you a great price tag where $49.99 is where it's supposed to be. Again, look at that finishing on the inside again, so you can see what that's all about, the way that's finished. So it's really gonna keep that support system of gold, just like we always do with our invisible set princess cuts, because that's why they're set so beautifully together. And this is what my favorite thing about this ring is that that's what it does. The flashes that it gives off the surface. Do you see what's happening here? I can show you diamond ring after diamond ring for 3 hours every day like I do, and nothing does this. That's now, granted, if you're not into sparkle, this ring is not for you. But for anybody who says, give me sparkle in diamonds but better, how about sparkle and shine? The literal flash that you get, the reflection where each and every stone lights up like this, that's incredible. It's probably why I love this ring so much. We've probably just figured it out why after so many years, nearly 20, I'm wearing this ring all the time, is because it does that. It is absolutely amazing. And again, mix of the cuts, making the world of difference. Tony, it's supposed to be $49.99, and I'm not going to do that. I promised you guys values. I know we're coming off a sale event. You're probably thinking, well, why would I ever shop on Wednesday night when the prices are going to be 8 times the price? Watch my show, and I will prove to you otherwise. That's not what we're doing. Plus, you have your money back return back in place too, which I know is also, you know, something important to a lot of people. So here's what we're going to do. Instead of $49.99, it is going to be half off tonight. You get it for $2,499 as a discontinued piece that we know we can't do going forward. And you know, before we even just say 30 seconds, let me stop what we're doing and make it even better than 24, because it's going to require that tonight. I'm aware I've done enough of these types of shows where, you know, in summertime, it's going to be that night where we have to really, really wow you. And so $24.99 is not good enough, and $19.99 is not good enough. And we're going to take it lower and better and make this ring for any of my diamond lovers who maybe diamond bands are something you already have and you don't need anymore. Maybe you want all diamonds, because we get a lot of requests for that. Can you bring me just all straight up diamonds? I don't need color. I love to wear diamonds every day because they always go with everything. They always work with everything. But at the same time, how do we make them look different than the typical bands that we all have? This is how. This is how. The mix of cuts, the big carat weight, the way they reflect the light, the VS quality you're getting. And by the way, we've got 2 gone already in white gold. I recommend the white. Mine is in white gold. I recommend the white gold. We just know that there's certain people out there that love their yellow, certain people love their rose. We want to make sure that we offer this in all 3 gold colors, and we do. So instead of 19, so we have a 3rd one gone. Clearly this price is one you're digging. We're going to do better. Make sure they all go. This is your last call to get it. Remember, when it's a retiring design, that's something that's really important to hear me out on, because we can't create it anymore, not even if you got $49.99 to spend. Sorry, we can't make it. It's not 19, 18, 17, or 16.99. Carat 21 is your total diamond weight here, and we are blowing it out right now for better than even 16 or 15.99. This is the better price than when I debuted it so many years ago, just for the record, because that's what we got to do to make sure these go tonight. And it's our last call, and it's not $1,599. We're blowing it out for $1,499 only. If you'd like to get our completely decadent designer ring right there, $14.99 only, and we'll give it 60 seconds. We gotta move. It's time. And what are we gonna do? Maybe we put something, I don't know, should we just figure out something to put up on the auction block? You guys digging that idea? Maybe putting up, I don't know, something like Tanzanite earrings or big Tanzanite ring. We got the 9-carat here. The 901 is hanging out. We've got that. So it really is going to be a night where you just don't know what's around the corner. You don't know what's going to happen, because I don't know what's going to happen. That's the beauty of what we do. That's the difference, right? We don't know. It's a live show, whatever it takes. Got to make sure this goes. So let me know what you'd like. And we do have a huge kunzite. Gosh, I looked at a kunzite, saw one on TV last night, and I thought, you know what? That's a really, really light color. It's pretty. But look what happens when you get the deep color. It's even better. So we do have a really special emerald cut. It's actually an Asher cut, and that's going to be coming up as well. And then we have some big Tanzanite. Got the blue wing. We got the 901 coming your way in just a little bit. Make sure you stay with me. That was the one I flashed that was just blinding everybody with the reds. That is going to be here. Take a look. That's my last emerald cut there, besides the 22 carat. There's a 22 hanging out. It'll be here for a while. So that's probably the one designated for museum at this point. But here it is, and it's $14.99. Okay, are you ready? We got a last call on this one. Thank you. Jason, what color are you getting? White gold. Sounds good. Thank you so much. Don't forget, we've got Mandarin, we've got Congolese, we've got the orchid, we've got the yellow winza. We have that really important pink Tanzanite, and we also have that Mandarin and yellow sapphire. So there are pieces that are here available waiting for you to say, let me shop a deal, because I see they're happening tonight. And then we're going to be on our way. We've got some big turquoise. Boy, the turquoise, huge carat weights on the turquoise. We got a big fire opal. Aquamarine is here. How about some Sierra Santa Maria? Some great big wheels. We got a lot to show you. So that's all on the way. Mahenge, spinel, pink diamond, and white diamond earrings. And I'm not sure what it is. Is it the $29.99 price tag that's kept these here? Look at that floral design. Isn't that great? So they're going to be coming up too. So lots of earrings to be had tonight. And then, of course, any questions you have on anything we can bring. Better yet, get us your requests. I can show you whatever you want to see, as long as it exists here. And we have another. So, guys, I just got the update here. The sad news has just come down that we only have one left in white gold. Clearly, it's the favorite. Clearly, it's the most popular, and it's about to go. So I don't want you to wait, because I know that it looks so good when you've got invisibly set princess cuts that are white. We don't deal with diamonds that have a lot of brown or yellow or body color. So when you do have white diamonds like we deal in, you usually want, especially when the whole idea is to set them together like this, you want them in the white gold. It's why the white gold is going so quickly, and we have literally one left. When it's gone, gone forever. I've always hoped that I could upgrade my own. You know, it sounds weird to do that, and the ultimate reason I don't is because it was a gift idea. It was a gift for me, so I just didn't want to, you know, switch it out. But it's one of those where the quality here is better than what you would spend $28,000 or more on elsewhere, but you're getting all that designer look, you're getting that extremely high-end quality of having the princess cuts and the rounds together, and it is down to last one in white gold. So it's our last chance. Every line is locked. Yellow gold, we're still good. We have 2, and rose gold, we have 1. But white gold, last call, because that's what everybody seems to want tonight. In this great designer quatrefoil ring, princess and rounds. And I'm sorry, but the princess cuts, I know we don't see them often, so I like to reiterate, when we do have them, they are a higher end cut overall. They really are. And there you can see from the side how they're set, slightly recessed. They still have that border. And then the rounds create the halo around it in a pave. So it's invisible set princess cuts in the front. It's the rounds around that creating that border. Look at this. And we don't do a lot of all white diamond rings. And when we do, it's typically the 1-row band or the 2-row band or the saddle ring or something like that. This is where you're getting the beautiful idea of a carat 21. Remember, we break it down, but I think a lot of people just glance up there and see 74 points. That's just your princess cuts. You're getting 121 overall carat weight here. So keep that in mind. It's a lot of diamond weight. Jess, did you get one? White gold. I thought so. And then also, Wayne, are you getting a white gold as well? Is that what I heard? You are? Okay, so white gold, and then those are the ones that are already, okay, great. So they already gave me that quantity. Now we've got Jason, we're just waiting to hear what he's got, and then we'll get our last one. 30 more seconds, then we'll move right along. And get ready, we got some earrings coming up. Should we get to the Blue Wing Block Ds in a drop style earring? Actually, we're gonna do those at the top of the hour. We're only about 13.5 minutes from that top of the hour. I wanna show you our major pink diamond, and it is major. And I know you saw it the other day. Well, it was about a month ago. And it was $7,000. So we're going to change it up a little bit. 10 seconds remaining. One more time on the hand here. This is my favorite thing. Princess cuts do this. Sometimes baguettes do this. The way the surface is reflecting the light. It just makes all the difference. You just don't see, no matter how many rounds you have, rounds can't do this surface shine the way these princess cuts do. And the way that's happening, it's what really makes this ring, if you just love sparkle and want something really just everyone's drawn to, everybody's taking a look at, you get caught up looking at your own ring oftentimes because what it's doing with the light. It's fantastic. Here's our pink diamond. So this is a little bit high-end for first hour, I'll admit. It's very high-end. It's one of our larger pink diamonds left. We have a carat 02 and a carat 09. They're off to Vegas. Here's our big 22 pointer. And I do say big 22 pointer and mean it because that is a big deal to get in a pink diamond. 22 points is almost a quarter carat. That's one single solitaire stone in the middle. Now, yes, we added additional. It's 1123879. Isn't that pretty? And it's really taking that bigger stone, but we know it's not 3 carats and we know it's not 1 carat, so we don't have that much. So what we did was we elevated by giving not 1, not 2, give it 3 halos. To take a ring, because we don't do a lot of teeny tiny jewelry, we don't do kid jewelry or baby jewelry or any of that, but a lot of times when you're working with or trying to get a bigger pink diamond, it's still going to be really, really diminutive, really small. That's just a fancy word for small, like tiny. So that's usually what happens because pink diamonds never really are that big a size in the natural world unless you're ready to spend a couple $1 million. So this is the way where you've got the big center stone to start, then you get the diamond halo. The pink diamonds are 6 points, by the way, and then the white diamonds are an additional 45. So it gives you that elevated kind of look because the ring overall is going to be substantial like we like to see. You're not wearing a teeny tiny, barely can see it. Let me get my magnifying glass out and find it. This is a really important ring with those triple halos. The first 2 halos are traditional. The outer halo is scalloped, so it builds around it. It looks great, and it's in rose and white gold. So we had this the other day for $69.99. It's not. Tonight we're changing it up. Take a look. It is not going to be $7,000 here tonight. As a matter of fact, with 10 minutes left in the hour, and a look at it on the hand here, 73 points is the overall total weight, but really you have to break it down. It's about how that 22-pointer sits on its own in the center. It looks so good and rare. But it's also going to go up on the auction block because this is the only way to get around $69.99. That's where it was a month ago. In that 1 month's time, pink diamonds have gone up again. They're continuously going up. It's the reality of the situation. They can't stay at the price they were when you've got a limited scarce source, or the main source was mined out 2 years ago. Other sources that are producing aren't producing that great quality. So it's really putting an exceptional, true rarity on the good stuff that's out there, which is few and far between as it is. So here's what we're going to offer. We're going to offer you a great chance to pick one up. Now, out of all of our pink diamonds, you know, if you watch the show, we used to bring 3 a night pretty routinely. I now go weeks without having pink diamonds. Sometimes they're just accents, right? The big stones is what I'm talking about. The significant center stones that we're about to do a number on so it can get its home and get out the door. That's really the idea here. That's the goal. That's all we've got to do. Here's what we're going to offer. An auction that is going to go below our own cost to start. And I'm talking about a big draw from really, we're talking thousands below cost, just to make sure we get everybody on the phone lines on a quiet Wednesday. That's the idea. Because in summertime, the prices actually have to come down because you got less people watching. So, right? It's interesting how that works. So if you can be with me, you're going to see some really big discounts on pieces that are doing exactly the opposite. We're going to have an update probably tomorrow night as far as what the new pink diamond pricing is out in the wholesale trade, which, by the way, you can't just go show up and get into a wholesale trade show. You've got to be in the business. You can't just walk in off the street. You have to be one of the traders, one of the dealers, one of the wholesalers, one of the designers. And they're paying far more than if you sit back at home, feet up. What you doing right now? Feet up on the couch, relaxing after a long Wednesday, right? Getting over the hump of the week here. We're giving you the opportunity to say, forget flying all over the world. Ship it to my house. Give it to me directly. I want it at my doorstep in 2 days. That's what we offer you. Oh, and by the way, with the savings on top of that. So you're not paying $69 and you don't have to pay $6,000, $5,000, $4,000 or $3,000. I'm starting this one at $2,500 to get this 22-pointer out the door, and that is a major stone in the center on its own. And remember, our diamonds, yellows, pinks, fawns, and likewise, are all natural. There are no treatments that have touched these diamonds. From the larger to the smaller, they're all completely natural. No treatment whatsoever. And not even $2,500. Let's go wild. $2,000 to start. How does that sound? Even better. $2,000 to start with a $10 increment on a pink diamond that's almost a quarter carat. When we show it to you on, you'll see a better idea of the size here overall. How pretty it is too, with not 1, not 2 halo, but that outer scallop design that separates a little, gives you that more broad square shape that you're getting overall, which looks great. $2,000. Uh-oh, we've got no open yet. So we're trying to move some exotic jewelry, and now we're verifying. So it looks like we may have $2,000, but I'm really also, given that we didn't do any auctions over the last 3 shows, Saturday, Sunday, Monday night, did not have any auctions because, well, we had a big sale event going on. So really, again, it was just a rapid fire succession of one-onlys for 3 hours for 3 days straight. So I think we always kind of ease back in. Sometimes it needs to be a little bit extra special, that first one out. And we'd love to get a lot of people on the phone lines because that allows us to give that privileged opportunity to say, hey, we're given the opportunity to own pink diamonds when most people just cannot. And the more affordable we can make it to start, the better off it is. The more people can jump in. It's not even going to be $19, $18, $17, $16, even $1,500 would be sensational, wouldn't it? That's where we're going to start, because a $10 increment means you just jump in. You don't need to worry about it, right? Let's just see if we get the open first, which we were verifying at 2, by the way. So we'll see if we've got 15 now because we just took an instant $500 extra off what I think we were verifying on the open over there. But it's a major piece, no doubt about it. Natural square cushion cut. It's got that lovely pink color. This is what pink diamonds are, by the way. They're a lighter pink. If you start to see these wild, hot pink, bright pink, like almost pinky reds, those are the treated stones. Those are usually irradiated or some strange treatment. This is natural. Natural pink diamonds are a lighter color. They're a pastel, like a baby pink, and that's what you have here. So we're looking for 15. We don't have it yet. We do? We got it. Who do you have there, may I ask? We have 1,500 to start. Kathy's got the open? You got it. We've got one bidder, $1,500. It will go. Yes, go ahead. The orchid. Who got our orchid? Patsy? Congratulations. Our orchid ring is gone from earlier. And now we're looking at a pink diamond at $1,500. Unheard of. My goal, to get a lot of people on the phone lines by starting so low, it's not exactly being achieved right now. I'll tell you what, we're going to give it a final 2 minutes. We're not even waiting till the top of the hour to arrive. If we need to show you more jewelry in this hour, we'll do it. But this is one that is going to go. We've got our leader right now. We've got Kathy on the phone line. She's got her open, so she's ready to go. She's ready to steal it from us. Cost us more to put together. This is what auctions allow me to do. Sometimes when you're looking at, you know, if you're up against it on an evening, you got to do a little extra special something. The auction allows us to get away from everything else because it's kind of like we're at your mercy here, okay? We're at the mercy of your bids, or in this case, a total lack thereof, with any competition besides our $1,500 open with only $10 increments. Certainly makes it easier than, let's say, if it was $500 increments or $100 increments. This certainly makes it a lot easier to get in. So we'd love to help you out. It's our it's our third largest pink diamond here. That's how it goes. That's where we're at. The 109's here. The 102 is here. But everything else spoken for and gone. So now we're looking at our last call on a pink diamond. Do we have anybody verifying? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and give it 2 final minutes. That's it. We've still got 4 left in the hour. I'm going to give you 2 minutes and we're going to sell it. And all you have to do, if you're going, I don't know how these auctions work, and I'm over here and they're over there, and how do we do this? That's why we give you a clock. We are about ready to wrap this thing up. And when we do, it's gone forever. That's the problem. I can't get any more pink diamonds. Not at least at the prices we got accustomed to. Certainly not at this price. This is a $7,000 TVON ring. Now it's at 15. The market, we can't keep up with the market essentially. And that goes for the whole diamond market, but especially the colors of diamonds like we have here. So our last look is now. We've got our 2-minute clock. I'm going to show it on the hand one more time. It stays as is. So the only choice you're making is really what size ring you need. So you tell us your ring size and we'll have it delivered in that ring size for you. So isn't that nice? You don't have to worry about, oh gosh, well, I'm going to have to take that to my jeweler and see if they're open, and are they in business, and then how much are they going to charge me with gold where it's at? We do all that. You know, you can go spend $300 per size to go get a ring size, and obviously every market differs. I live in Los Angeles, so I know things are a little higher than some places here, or a lot higher, right? I know that if you're in a small community, maybe it's a little bit less, but I know that we spend about $300 a size here to go up or down. So remember, we're taking care of that. We're taking care of all those things. So I say this to our new people, our new shoppers, our new potential bidders who are thinking, well, I don't get it. Where's the and Tony, is it just me or does this shot look really dark tonight? The lights are on, but I don't know if that looks a little bit darker than normal, or maybe it's just my eyes. But this is where, again, if you're thinking, where's the hidden, what are they going to get me at the end? I bid 15, but there's all this extra tax and premium charges and shipping, and no, really no. So that's where you come on in. And 45 seconds left to determine who our winner will be. And let me know if anybody's thinking about 15, 10 or more, because we've got 40 seconds until it's done. It's going to be all over. It's going to be going out and then never coming back. That's the thing. So 15, what a way to shop it. What a way to get a great pink diamond that is a substantial size, 22 points. I get it. That's not a huge size in a lot of the gem worlds. Tanzanite, no. Sapphire even, no. But it is when you get to diamonds. Diamonds operate on an entirely different metric than all the other stones of the world. They're not even really, gemstones and diamonds are really categorized differently, and that's a big reason why. Diamonds, I think about 22-point white diamonds, by the way. You would really struggle today to get a 22-point diamond loose, white diamond, for that price of $1,500. Does anybody want to go 15, 10 or more? You got it? Thinking about it? 1510? Yes, no? Sold. Congratulations. You got it. Well done there. And let's move right along. Are we ready for this? I have one gold quartz. I know you guys have been loving the gold quartz of late. Let's show you one with, yeah, this is going to wrap up our hour here. This is gold quartz with yellow and white diamonds. Right here, ready to go. 11233331 is your item number on our gold quartz, double halo, even the striped effect of the double rows on the sides of the band. And isn't it beautiful with all that gold presence there? I'm going to show you, try to show you without the glare there for a moment off that surface of that cabochon. It's a 260 gold quartz. Get ready for the markdown. This is just a quick one only, and got to make sure it goes. So it's our 260, 48 points in the yellow, 86 points in the white diamonds. Yowza, you're getting a lot of diamond weight overall. Beautifully done. And I know that not everybody loves yellow diamonds assorted with things, but you know, when it's gold quartz and you've got 24 karat pure gold running through, it is a really, I think it's a lovely combination to have those bright, especially the brighter yellow diamonds like these are. I think that looks great together and just, again, really elevating the overall level of the ring. Got a huge discount on the $49.99 TVON ring. Seen it before at that price. We're ready to bring it down and make sure it's really affordable for one caller, but that's why, again, it's going to be left as is in 2 tones of gold. So whether you love to wear your yellow golds or you love your platinums and white golds or your sterling silver even gets in the mix, this is always going to go. And yet it's not even $49.99, but better than $2,000 tonight. Take a look. There it is in a real stunning look with those yellow and white. I just still can't get over. We're showing so many extra diamonds here than you would normally get around our gold quartz, and we're going to make it really easy. How about $19.99? Okay, $18.88. $17.77. I don't know. I'm just going to be dropping prices till pieces go. We're verifying, right? We were? Okay, so here's what I'll do. Top of the hour's here. It's arrived. Happy Wednesday. Glad you're with us. This one's $16.99. Let's make that really easy tonight. Just for one caller, of course, and it'll be $1,699. That's it. And we may start this hour with, well, you know what's coming, the Tanzanite earrings, I promised you. So we'll do those next. Tanzanite, subtle drops, great blue. Yes, they're blue wing block Ds. Yeah, that's the big issue here is that we've got some blue wing block D earrings. Usually they're studs. When we've had them in the past, we got some beautiful subtle drops for you, but I think really work for most everybody. So $16.99 on our gold quartz. Andy, you gonna let me know who got that pink diamond? Okay, so pink diamond, thank you. All right, pink diamond. And then remember, this is our last look. I'm gonna give it 30 seconds, Tony, then we're gonna be on our way. Okay, I'm so excited about these Tanzanite earrings. One of our last moments to see blue wing block D in general. And the fact is, we're going to show you 112-2784. Get ready, get ready. Blue wings in rounds. The more I tell you about them, the more exotic they sound. But we're going to promise to make them top of the hour worthy. That's really the idea. Got to bring a value at the top of every hour. You know I do. So here we are looking at that last look at that $16.99 gold quartz ring. That should be gone. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you what these look like. They are, I told you they're similar to what we had earlier in the Peridot style. They're not as long, so we really, truly kept in mind that we wanted this to be as universally appealing as possible. Because we know we've seen studs. We know we've had those before. We really wanted to bring something a little different, and we did. And we finally got this beautiful, subtle, I don't mean like a drop, like super big chandelier earring that are 3 inches and like wind chimes on your ears. I'm talking about easy to wear. Welcome to the show if you're just tuning in. This is our big top of the hour, and I could not be more proud of this incredible value coming your way, especially when it's our last of the blue wing block D earrings. And I know how many of you have been looking for something to go along and build the suite to the Tanzanite rings you might already have from us that you're already loving. So this is it. It's 112-2784. There's a full carat 10, and that's just a minimum carat weight. The really important thing is they are the blue wing block Ds, and that's really what has been the struggle. I would have loved to bring you, and yes, we have big stones that, you know, $10, $12, $13,000 pairs of earrings here with blue wing block Ds, but we know that's not for everybody. So this really is going to be that price point that is. Great giftables as well, I must say. It's a carat 10, just the minimum. They are rounds. So you're getting an extra premium cutting. You're getting the beautiful color, and yes, they're going to match. So if you have a blue wing, no matter what cut it is, shape it is, size it is, these are going to match. and they're that classic size of 3/4 of an inch. But we didn't give up on the diamonds. Still diamonds starting at the top, going down the center, and then all the way around your stones. So it is a beautiful, classic, wearable style. For anybody else who maybe also thinks about giving gifts in Tanzanite, maybe somebody's admired your Tanzanite and you'd like to share with them Blue Wing Block D, but you know that's nowhere else. Here's one of your last opportunities to get it. It's also the most affordable way to get it. And that is a big reason why it's the top of the hour. It's not just because, hey, here's an earring and we know you love it. It's the value. This isn't just about a necessity and a last call and a big moment for Tanzanite earrings. It's about the fact this is going to be one of our top values of the show, of the month, of, I can top that, of our entire Blue Wing Block D assortment that's been going on for 5+ years. This is one of the bigger values. Let's take a look and see what it's all about. White, yellow, or rose gold is your choice, by the way, so you even get your choice of gold, which is an extra advantage here. Let me turn them and twist them. Our wheel has just got a mind of its own. So let me just make sure those face up to you. And of course, you're going to see them on as well to really get an idea. This is a lever back style. So a hinged backing that comes right up and then secures to the back of this earring. So it creates this overall latched hoop, but it's still that drop. So it comes straight down at 3/4 of an inch. You're choosing your gold color, and you do get 22 points in diamonds. So that's a nice amount of diamond weight that you're getting, but doesn't take them. We were really careful about this. We wanted to bring a premium color and cut, which we did in the rounds, but we also didn't want to make these over the top to the point where nobody can wear them. We didn't want you to, A, have to spend $5,000 or $6,000 like we usually see on our earrings, and we also didn't want you to have to say, yeah, those are great, but just once in a while I'm going to wear them. We really know that a lot of you are enjoying wearing Blue Wing Block Ds every day. As a part of your jewelry assortment, we want the earring to be able to go with that. This is going to be a statement value. It's my chance to say, here's our top of the hour. We know we have a lot of people tune in at the top, and we want to try to convince you to stay with us for 2 hours that we've got left. Here's how we do that. With a top of the hour that's going to give you this moment to take advantage. Here's what they look like from a distance away. And then, of course, you get diamonds that starts at the top. Really perfectly done there, then all the way around. Here's your length they're going to give you. I know it says 3/4 of an inch. If it helps at all, here they are against the ruler so you can see how that looks. And then, more importantly, putting one on. And you know, this is the kind of earring a lot of people want. So what do you think it means that we have not a single person on the phone lines yet thinking about them or talking about them or wondering about them? Does it have to do with the fact there's a big old price tag that is just a $sign and that's it, and it's kind of open and everyone's thinking, what on earth are those going to be? Rounds, diamond weight, gold, the mechanisms we know are costly in earrings as well. Well, get ready because we got a top of the hour for you. This is what they look like from a distance away, just to give you an idea of the size. And really what I do is once you see them on, you kind of just make sure that the diamonds start right at the top. They have a way where they position themselves once in the piercing, where they're going to face out completely to the world like you see there. Do you see that? How nothing that's revealed, no gold is left without diamonds here. The diamonds are what you see right up front, and then they go all the way around. This is obviously limited. Luckily, and thank goodness, I have more than one pair, but I don't have a lot of these to go around. As we take another look close up, that's not a style that you don't have to, that you couldn't wear every day. That's the beauty of it. Always going to just be a little bit of a drop beyond the lobe. And round, brilliant, stunning Tanzanites. I mean, that's the other thing. These are round, brilliant cuts. They're not your Portuguese cuts. They're round brilliance. So it's going to bring more flash than you're used to seeing with Tanzanites even at all. And they're not going to be $999. When this show started an hour and 7 minutes ago, that was the price tag. And I thought, now that's a great top of the hour. That's a great way to start hour number 2. That's a great way to treat everybody who's a Blue Wing Block D fan to the best value we've seen ever in earrings. But you know what? For this top of the hour, we're going to go a little bit crazy. We want to make it worth your while that you're here with us on this Wednesday and show you that it's going to be important to stay with us because you just don't know what you're going to see or what's going to take place in this evening. And our phone lines are crazy already. I get it. That's a value. There's no way, if I give those 2 minutes on the air at $9.99, a triple-digit price tag for gold and diamonds and Tanzanite that are the best in the world and only here, there's no way there's no way they don't sell out. They will sell out. The fact is, we're going to give you an extra incentive. Maybe it's to buy more than one pair. Maybe it's to keep one and to gift one. Maybe it's to get different gold colors. Maybe you want a yellow and a white gold. This is the way to do it. Here's the excuse. And if anybody's sitting back going, well, I'm just window shopping tonight, it's okay. I'm going to sit back and, you know what, I'm going to just take a look. You might have to get on the phone lines because this is irresistible in value. It's a top of the hour. I get to make it a loss leader. I get to wow you with some really big moments, and at these critical moments of the show, I get to bring the prices down and make them even better. And that's what I'm doing right here, right now. So you don't have to pay $9.99. As great a value as that is, and by the way, we have 4 pairs gone already, but they're not going to be $9.99 or $8.88. So come on in, because I think a lot of you, my job here is to surprise you. My goal is to wow you. And instead of even $8.88 or $7.99, we're going to keep on taking them even lower than that. And it will be, I truly think, the must-have of the entire collection of Blue Wing Block D. And this goes back retroactively, 5+ years of bringing them. This is the one you got to have. This is the pair of earrings to match everything else. You could buy other Tanzanite earrings elsewhere, but they're not going to be the same color match. They're not going to have the intensity. They're not going to have the red flashes. You already see, and these aren't even facing up to your eye level until I actually lift them like this. The red flashes are there. So you get the match to whatever you have already at home. They're not going to be $777 either. We've already got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 5 pairs are gone, and I only have 3 pairs left. That's the problem. We don't start with tens of thousands of anything. I'd be lucky to have hundreds of these. I don't. This is your chance to pick them up, and we're going to now go even lower than $777. So the phone lines are going mad right now. So come on in on the early side. Give yourself a shot. You might have a chance to get one still if you dial really, really early. But it's not going to be even $699. I know that's a value. That's a value for the gold alone, just the mechanism in the gold. We're going to do better than $699. Take every single last pair, and I know you will. This is not a matter of if they're going to sell out. It's a matter of how much time will it be until I'm up here saying, sold out, they're gone, can't do them, right? That's really what this comes down to. So whatever you do, don't wait, because you're going to give yourself the best chance to get them the earlier on the phone lines. And take the white, take the yellow, take the rose gold, totally up to you. Great first purchase. If you've never shopped here before, this is the way to go. Just know that these Tanzanites will spoil you for life. You're not going to get better Tanzanite than what you have here. And truly, I know they're more expensive everywhere else. That does not mean you're getting better quality. It just doesn't. Here's the way to get them. Let's take a look at them. Not even going to be $699. I'm going lower. Can you believe this? Don't even really need to. It doesn't look like, but we're going to make them even more affordable. They're $649 a pair. And that will be it. And I know we're almost sold out, so I probably got 60 seconds with them. If we're lucky, it's time to jump in. $649 for the pair. It's amazing, isn't it? And we have a little bit of backup on the phone line, so not a lot of operators here tonight, so please bear with us if you're waiting on hold. We're going to try to count you in. We have yellow gold going out first over here. Let me know, Wayne, what color you're getting. Jason, I'd love to know what color they're getting, because on any given night it differs, and sometimes we have, traditionally we see a lot of our Tanzanites in the white gold, but hey, lately a lot of them have been going out in the yellow gold, or maybe you're getting one of each, because that would still be under $1,300 to get 2 pairs here tonight. So this is the way to do it. $649 a pair. We got about 25 seconds left or until sell out. Okay, so we're going to move right along. Okay, last pair. Last pair is verifying right now. We'll see who's got them. $649, they're going to be gone. Congratulations. Is that not a great look in an earring? And just the subtle drop. It's like you took the stud and you just positioned a stud lower than the lobe, just slightly. Nothing that's going to be these big again. They're not intended to be a big, long chandelier stiletto drop. These are supposed to be still the drop earring that you can wear daily. The drop earring that you can be casual. I think so many gals say to me all the time, but a stud is casual, Lolo, and a drop is dressy. Not necessarily. And I think there's a lot of us that know that, right? You don't, I mean, that's everyone just wears what they feel comfortable in, that their lifestyle, whatever suits your lifestyle. But I think that if you are to hear Tanzanite drop and hear about those carat weights, carat 10, 22 points, you might inherently think, well, that's great for dressing up, but I'm more casual. This is still an earring that's very casual. And remember, length to earrings gives you a very flattering look on. Jewelry can be flattering, not only beautiful to wear, but actually flattering to your look as well. And so a drop earring, even a subtle drop like this, really gives that slight elongation, which is always a very pretty feminine look. So final call 649. I'm going to show you the really big kunzite that is just magnificent. It's 112-4189 coming up next, and keep calling. Check and see with your operators if we still have that last pair left. And then I'm going to move right along knowing those will go. And then here we are. This is, and well, isn't this beautiful? It's we're calling it an emerald cut. It could be slightly off square, but it really looks like an Asher cut. You got a very similar side length as you do up and down, but either way, it's got some sensational color. Yes. Oh, good. How are they doing tonight? They're in Anaheim, by the way. They're not too far away. We should all go to their house after and go have a party, don't you think? Party at Ellen and Tracy's. I mean, we're so close. It'd be a lot easier to get to their house than it is for me to just get back home. That's for sure. I mean, a lot easier. We're really close by. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for shopping tonight. I love that. 112-4189. And here we are looking at our 1145. It only took 2:20 to get here today. It wasn't a problem. I thought summertime light. Aren't kids supposed to be out of school and therefore like people go on vacations and stuff? And usually, yeah, isn't traffic supposed to get a little tiny bit better? And we live in LA, so no. But 1145 and 126 in diamonds here as well. And actually, do want to point out there are princess cuts here as well. So this is now the second time we've seen a lot of princess cuts in a piece tonight. And it's all the way around with just the exception of the corners. And I don't mean the cornerstone, I mean the corners to the corners. Basically, the cornerstones are actually going to be princess cuts as well as all the sides, but then it's just the couple of rounds you have that go around. It's just kind of filling it in. You know how squares are. Squares can't really turn corners very well, right? So you have to fill it in with the rounds. So it's primarily princess cuts, but then you've got a couple rounds in the corners, and then that's all elevated and kind of just as a nice extension of the prongs there in the corners, but it's all about the color of the stone. I know there's a lot of light material out there that we're probably accustomed to seeing. A lot of people write off kunzite because they go, well, I can get a rose de France amethyst and be done with it. This is that extreme color, and let me tell you, unless you've experienced the best of Afghan material, you have not seen the true beauty of kunzite. And I wish everybody had access. I wish it all looked like this, right? With gems, I think so often we do. We wish that there was just one level of quality and that everything was the best. But there's so much push and pull and give and take when it comes to the gem and diamond world that a lot of people just think, well, a kunzite is a kunzite is a kunzite, or a diamond is a diamond. And there's just so much different levels of quality out there. So when you look at kunzite elsewhere, just realize that most of it is a very lightly saturated pink, like pink diamond, but really lighter. And then you've got this material, which is more purple, more blue. Really, we had the orchid ring. This is really the orchid tone is what you're getting here. So it's a really saturated pinky purple blue, and it's a one only, and yes, a $69.99 piece. Boy, not the first one we've seen tonight. Had a lot of those so far, but moving it down in price tag, and then stick around. We got a big aquamarine special coming up for you, and fire opal, and yellow diamond, and the big emerald tanzanite. The emerald cut tanzanite is on the way. But here we are with our $69.99 piece coming way down. Let's just put it on the fast track here to getting out of here. First caller can have this piece, and look how sensational it is. One more time, just you got to see it on the hand here just to see that saturation level and how balanced it is. Now, I think that also helps really understand the size. Even myself, I'm sitting here holding the ring, showing it to you. When you see it on, you realize, okay, that's a jumbo stone. That's got some extreme color. And then if we were to just darken the light environment a bit like I just did, it gets better. It really is the ultimate high level. And you can tell because we wouldn't have added a carat 26 in mostly princess cuts if it wasn't an extremely high level kunzite. And it's not even half of this price, which is $3,500. We're going to do better. And we only have one. And it's something I would recommend in the white gold as well. So I don't think you're changing anything except maybe the ring size. Right now it's a size 6. So you're good to go if that's what you wear. Otherwise, let us tweak it for you, make it perfect. But not even $2,999. And that's a pretty extreme size when it comes to kunzite, is it not? You got a lot of size here to this stone. We'll make it $2,499. There's only one. And that will be it. The intensities of the blues, I always tell you to look for that. Whether it's here or anywhere else that you're shopping kunzites, look, because in addition to the toughest part of getting this pleochroism is really to see any semblance of blue. And when you do, that's when you know you got the top quality neon stone, and it's all there in that beautiful emerald cut rasher. It's just it's maybe slightly more elongated as it is side to side. So that means just a little more length top to bottom than it is from the left to the right. So yes, it would be an emerald cut, but still very square-ish. You know, sometimes emerald cuts are really like this. I'll show you. This is the more standard emerald cut proportion in our Tanzanite. See that? And by the way, that's a 9-carat Tanzanite that's coming up tonight. So the reds are, this is trichroism. That's pleochroism. Here's trichroism at its very, very best. Oh, the depth of that stone is so striking. So let me know on our kunzite. We'll see who's got it. Then we're going to get to a small. We've got a quick little trio. It's just a small assortment of rings here, and more earrings are on the way. Then we'll get to our Sierra Santa Maria. But I thought this would be fun because we are looking at exotics here. It's a triple, just a beautiful exotic trio, and we're going to start here with this fire opal with the yellow and the white diamonds, and of course so much liveliness to that fire opal. Then we're going to add in, we've got platinum and opal. This might look familiar. We had a platinum piece over the weekend, but this is different. It's got blues and greens primarily, bright cobalt blue backdrop here. That's a platinum setting with a little floral leafy design around it. And then I have, you know what, I may just put this opal in the middle because the rest of what I have is really orangey red and also a pinky purple plums. Take a look at the Zambaran garnet. So we're looking at the best of Zambaran. Here's the black opal that's out of Lightning Ridge, Australia. Here it is. This is the fire opal in the pear shape. That has yellow diamonds. So a couple things paired up here. Interesting details from the perspective of the Zambaran. Just be aware that has pink diamonds and white diamonds together, and it's in 14-karat two-tone gold. This setting is just solid platinum. 347 on the opal, 21 points in the diamond weight. Then here, the upgrade, in addition to the center stone, is really the yellow and the white diamonds combined together there. So you have all three one-of-a-kinds. Yes, they are. They have to stay as is in all three cases. So you're really, again, just choosing your ring size. It's pretty straightforward, so you got to just love it the way it is. But they're lovingly crafted with a lot of time and thought put into why the designs are where they are. So keep that in mind. We got the Zambaran square, pink and white. There's our platinum with opal. Here's our fire opal. So just think, those are two of the same variety of stones, but vastly different in their look, just depending on where they come from. One's from Australia, one's from Mexico, and you've got some really important values coming your way because the exotics, hey, they got to go too, right? Exotics should be more money. They should be more pricey. They shouldn't get discounts, but when it really comes down to it, they all got to go. Whether it's a commonplace stone, whether it's a really, easy, kind of more affordable piece, whether it's more exotic like these are, they all have to go. So we're going to help you right now. And this is where I would dial in because when they're gone, they're gone. What more can we do here? But take the price way down for you, deliver you a value, and I mean literally deliver it to your door in your size. You're not running around after the fact. This is what so many people don't know is that, where others would say you're on your own for sizing, we offer that free sizing. So keep that in mind. You take advantage of that. You get what you love. It arrives ready to wear. And then, oh yeah, they're all $49.99 lowest price. That's where they've all come down to. Started higher, came down to $49.99. Now they're going lower than that. So this is a good time. Pick up the phone and let us know which one's your favorite because when they go, they go. And they're only just what's sitting here. So for those of you, this kind of reminds me of our sale event where that's what you see is what you get. When we say one of a kind, we mean it. That means that's the piece you're getting. Platinum, pink and white diamonds around a Zambaran. That's a rare square cushion you're getting. The fire opal's incredible. And yet nothing up here is even going to be half of the price, which is $2,500. We're doing better. Just all you got to do really here quickly, dial in. That's what it's about. $2,500 is a great price tag discount. We love that. They're not $25. This is what we do when we put pieces together. It should immediately read to you as value. Because what happens is when they get brought together on a wheel like this, it means we're taking an assortment, we're marking them down, we are hopefully giving you that extra incentive with a discount, but we're spending a little bit less airtime than we do on one-of-a-kinds ordinarily. And that's where we can afford to just say, okay, take them. Okay, here's the price tag, here's the best it can be, take them while they're here, and then they're gone. And again, I'll stay as is, so all you do, pick your size, that's it. Let us know which one you like too, because they're not even $2,000 or $19.99. This is incredibly affordable for all three. And yet, remember this, $49.99 is where they started and up. We're going even lower. This is what it's designed to make sure they all go. It's just got to be a clean sweep here. So really, again, tell me which one you love. They're not $19, $18, $17, $99. They've all been on the air before. You've probably gotten to know them a little bit. Maybe you've even thought about one of them or had it on a wish list. Here's where you get whichever one you like, your very favorite, and don't spend $17.99 or $17.77. As much as I adore those 3 lucky numbers built in there, we're doing better. Let's make them $16.99 while they last. And that'll be it while they're here. And I'm going to start trying them on for you because no, we don't have anyone on the phone lines yet, but you know we're going to get some questions about, tell me about the platinum and the opal. Let me start there. It's going to be item number 11233888. Take a look at that stone. That is a, wow, 347. But just for the record, when you see it on the hand, you see how they appear bigger. And this is all natural lightning rich material. It does not have any kind of doublet or triplet layered up process to it that gives it what normally you would have to do to get those deeper colors. This is all pure all the way through natural black opal. So that's in platinum. So you know it's also got that great heft and feel to the mounting. Here comes the fire opal. This is our big 415. Another stone that's going to look double because it's also opal. They all tend to do that. That's going to be 112, 1730. That would be the 415 pear shape. 8 points in the yellow diamonds, 51 points in the white diamonds, 59 points overall. And that will be $16.99. But again, look at that 4 carat. It's a 415 looking like it's 8 or 9 carats easily. And that again, what our opals do. So that one's also $16.99. There's all your information on that one. So good stone there when you're talking about that. I like to see that almost like transparent glowy quality about a fire opal, whereas usually they're very hazy. If you've seen fire opals elsewhere, you know they can be very murky and very hazy and very light yellow. That's not the case here. And then here's our Zambaran. One source stone, 1122755 is here. This is the square cushion. This is a color shifting garnet. So it's got pinks and reds and purples and blues, all different colors that really blend together so that every time it's in a new light, you see different colors as stronger than another. So it's really fun. It's actually going to be a 404. So these are all hanging out right either around the 4 carat range, a little, give or take a little. 404 in the Zambaran, but it's got 44 points just in the pink diamonds, 40 points in the white diamonds. So think about it. It's 84 points in diamonds, but the majority are the pinks, and that's only $16.99 as well. We'll take another look at all 3 here on the wheel up close, and that's going to be your last call to get any one of those 3. So let me know what you like. $16.99, 60 seconds on those to consider them. Think about them and get the dream ring for a very small price. $49.99 they should be, and now we've got them to $16.99 each. So great chance to pick those up. And then there's only one other wheel a little bit later. Our big kunzite is here. Don't forget about the yellow sapphire, the Mandarin garnet we had earlier, beginning of the show, $9.99. Special Mandarin still hanging out for 1 caller. So there are a couple of Tanzanites. We've got our 1180 pair. I have the 9-carat emerald cut, which is my favorite emerald cut. This is just everything about it. Setting, quality. This stone's coming up in just a few moments. We're not waiting. Can't wait. I've got, let's do it in 3 more minutes. Hope it's not too early. But I'll tell you, that is the one. Those lights you're seeing from that stone, those are the reds. Those lights are all lighting up red. Wait till you see this all up close, in focus. It's amazing. That's a good one. We also have the aquamarine special. I know March may be over, but aquamarines never cease to be popular, especially when we bring you the best of Sierra Santa Maria. Hey, let me know if any of those float your boat. $16.99, good value there on each one. Really important best of. When we see discounts on wheels, just a little heads up shopping tip for you, they don't get any lower. So when they get onto a wheel, that's just something you should know whether you shop this wheel or not, but anytime we see a collection of pieces put together on a wheel, that is the lowest price they can be. So that will be it. So no, even if they were to stay here another year or two, they don't get a better price than $1,699. So feel free to shop them. Just know you're getting your best price possible here. And we'll take a look at them before we go. So there's more on the way. We do have another Congolese tourmaline, by the way. So we did bring you the gorgeous stone earlier that was like an emerald cut cushion. We do have this one as well. Let me know if the pear shape is of interest. Got our big aqua coming up, 1122680. That's going to be next. All right, I'm keeping those three. Thank you. I will do some shopping tonight. And then here we go. Aqua, Sierra, Santa Maria. It's almost 2 carats in the oval. And it's 1122680. That's that beautiful bright blue we like. Now, aqua from Sierra Santa Maria is a little different. Talked to a friend of mine, because obviously everyone's in town. Not everybody can fly internationally straight into Las Vegas. Sometimes you got to make a stop or two, right? And so we are close to Vegas, about 4 hours by car. So just about the last few days, just about everybody in the gem trade is passing through LA before they make it out to Vegas. And so what happens is we get to see, we're the only network in LA, so we get to see everybody. And it's such a fun time of year. The same thing happens in late February, or actually late January, early February during Tucson, is we get to see everybody here, and we get to hang out with our friends who come to visit here and get ready to work. The trade show this weekend, JCK, is a luxury jewelry trade fair. I hate to call it a trade fair because that implies like it's a fair with sawdust on the floor. It's not like that. It's very ritzy. It's kind of like, imagine you just had a convention hall that was one huge couture level store. That's kind of what it feels like. It's truly, I think it's a medical hazard for jewelry lovers like you and I to even go, because it really is overwhelming. Like my head feels like it's gonna pop off when I'm there, because it just is too much. Like I can't take it. It's too much gorgeous jewelry. So it's really a must experience if you're into jewelry. It just is totally overwhelming because it's all the finished pieces, right? It's not a lot of gem specimens. I mean, Tucson's lovely too, but it's a lot of rocks. It's a lot of unfinished rocks and tumbled specimens and fossils and things like that. Vegas is jewelry. It's finished. And this is what you and I love, right? So here we are, and just talking to, again, somebody who's in the barrel business, and they have rolled out some of their very best for the JCK show. We were talking about aquamarines. They flew in from Brazil. They have some of the last, and they probably don't want me telling anybody this because they have a little bit of rough material of Sierra Santa Maria left. They said that it's going to yield probably about 12 carats of finished material. And they were talking about some of that material is going to Vegas, and it's going to be available up for auction to the top bidder. And they were talking about what they anticipate just to get for this rough material. And they're thinking they're going to get somewhere around $28 million for the rough material that's going to produce 12 carats of stones. And whether that's going to be one stone or several, that's up to whoever is the highest bidder, whoever buys it. But when you think about that, that's why this material is so rare. A lot of people just see aqua and they go, it's aqua. Aqua is aqua. No. Sierra Santa Maria is that extra special level that is extinct material. It's mined. Okay, so they've got the rough material, the last of it. It's mined. The mining venture is closed. There's nothing else coming out of the ground. So when you've got material like this, it is a step up. You see the difference. If you have other aquas at home and you put this next to it, you're going to see the difference. And it's a carat 74, 95. Wait. Okay, this is a 95-point diamond weight. I'm about to do something absolutely crazy. Crazy. So this is what I'm going to do. There is, I'm going to show this to you. There's a $3,999. I'm just so motivated, having just met yesterday with this dealer. I want to show you. $39.99, that ring should be bum, bum. There we go. Let's do something crazy to make sure that you don't have to go buy the rough material and then worry about faceting yourself. Let's make this really super easy. It's not going to be 39, and I'm going to wow you. We can do any gold color, of course. This is a nearly 2-carat oval, and we are going to light up the phone lines, except, oh, there's a problem. I don't have 10 of the rings. That's the big problem. We never, in Sierra Santa Maria, you know this by now if you've watched the show, it's not like there's a plethora of inventory sitting here and we can just make them and make them and make them. That doesn't work this way with the Sierra Santa Marias. But it's got almost a carat in diamonds around it. It looks like this on the hand. I got to recommend the white gold. That's what I would get myself if I was shopping it tonight. The hexagon shape around the oval makes it. That could have been a very simple, straightforward oval double halo. It wouldn't look nearly as wow. Trust me when I tell you that's very basic. And it'd be a beautiful ring with great quality diamonds around a stunning aqua, yes. But the hexagon shape that points it top to bottom is what makes it. These extra points, notice when you see this up close, they used bigger diamonds at the corners. It's not just all small material. They got the big diamonds at the corners of each of the sides there. So it really elevates that quality and overall, really, again, the cost to make it. There's nothing wrong with $39.99. Should we just give it 30 seconds and see who's got it? It's an unbelievable aquamarine. This is our top quality we love to have. We just don't see it all that often. We know that. It's not going to be $39.99. Got a great value. This is worthy of really top of the hour. It's just not the top of the hour. We've got a big Tanzanite 9-carat coming up next. So right after this, when this one sells, we're going to get into that 9-carat emerald cut Tanzanite that we have, but the aqua's got to go first. And I know that it's a quiet Wednesday. We're 93 minutes in. So here's what I've got to do. There is the lowest possible price is $39.99. You saw it on the bag. I don't know what else I could do to show you or prove that to you. I probably am only authorized to probably give you $2,000 back and make it $19.99. Simple, easy. When was the last time anybody saved you $2,000 on anything? We're going to show you what I can do instead. It's not going to be $19.99. Now, here's my recommendation. Call me. Just call. You can hang right up. If this price does not reflect as the biggest value you've seen in aquas, hang right up. Hang up, watch something else. I mean, it's just, this is the value we love to bring, and it just goes to show you on some nights, you got to really tweak these prices. I got to really twist and turn them and massage them and move them because it's not going to work. And the fact this is still sitting here when any other day of the week it's gone at $39.99, and now we've gone halvesies and it's still here. Oh, and by the way, it's not going to be $19.99 either. We're going to try to blow it out because I know I'm behind on my Tanzanite and you're waiting patiently to see that emerald cut. So let's help you right now. Blowout time is here. I don't care what it goes for. I care that it goes. That's the theme of the night. It doesn't matter to me if I profit $1 million or if I lose thousands of dollars. What matters is one thing. Does this ring get a home from one of you? Is one of the people watching tonight going to say, you know what, yes, I think I will adopt that as my forever beautiful aquamarine ring? That's all that matters. That's all that matters, is that it goes out to somebody. It's not 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Almost a carat in VS diamonds as well. Any gold you want and the sizing, you know that the deal by there. We're going to size it for you. But it's not $14.99 or $13.99 or $12.99. I am giving away one of our most valuable beryl stones we have. They are expensive as can be. They are on the rise all the time. There's nothing we can do to keep aquamarines in stock, and now we are looking at this stone here that is not $12.99. This is a big moment. $11.99. Go ahead, 60 seconds. You know what? Stop everything. We're not going to do $11.99. It's still going to stay here. I have a certain hunch and feeling about this. Like if I don't go absolutely like bonkers low, it's going to stay, and we can't have that. So it's not going to be 11. It's not $10.99 either. We're going to blow it out right now. Take it for the diamond mounting. Take it for the stone by itself. Either way, it's a value. Truly it is. Truly it is. But it's $999 to the first caller who says, I'll take it. And that's it. It's going to be our last aqua of the show. Now, we're also going to get to that Tanzanite next, but we got 60 seconds left with this one. And we recommend not waiting on the lines to jump in and say, yeah, 95 points, come to mama. That's the way to get it right there. Do not wait, and we'll see who's got it. I hear a phone ringing. So unless that's a request or a wrong number, it may be gone, but $999? Come on now. It's designed to get a home. That's all it's designed to do. And I hope it does. And then where Tanzanite's coming up. The 9-carat Tanzanite is on the way. And I don't know if this is the night to do a 9-carat Tanzanite, but I have told you about it. I have shown it to you. So yeah, let's bring it out. Let's do it. 112-4188. Why is the aqua still here? Yes. Sure, here's the side. So it is the hexagon double halo. Each halo will just, I'm talking a slight elevation between the outer to the inner halo, and then you've got the stone that sits up a little higher than that. And then it's got that beautiful finished basket support underneath. So that's really your undergallery. We don't need to put a lot of things behind it because part of the beauty of that aqua is its clarity. So we don't want to take away from that beautiful clarity you're getting. 999. Wow. Still here? Okay. I think y'all waiting for the tansy. Good thing it's coming up. Sure, let's try it on again. Maybe that's what we need. I don't know. See, that's the detriment of having done this for so long. I have these flashbacks of when, like I'm going to be visiting tomorrow. I'm going to be visiting my old studio where I spent 7 years of my life. I'm going to be there tomorrow. So it's going to be weird to be there, right? So I'm thinking like I'm already having these flashbacks of like, you know, the pieces I used to sell back in 2004 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and, you know, all those years. And I was like thinking about this one going, you know what? I couldn't sell this stuff back then for these prices. It's true. You know that. I couldn't sell an aquamarine, even a regular aqua. I couldn't sell a regular aquamarine with 95 points in diamonds for a price like this. $999, and it's 2024. It's mid-2024. And look what's happening everywhere with prices of gold, prices of diamonds. I know. Look at the other places. Just don't even leave your house. Don't even get up off the couch. Just flip through the dial. I know you do. I know you watch every show. That's the beauty of being here on TV, is that it's so easy. Forget about retail, forget about stores. I mean, it's good to know what they're doing too, but you can see a plethora of jewelry inventory just by flipping the remote, right? You can see that plastic stuff, you can see the plated stuff, you can see the faux stuff, and you can see real jewelry too, real gems. Here and a couple of other places still have real gems, right? And you can see for your very own eyes. You don't need to listen to a word I say. You know what you like. And hopefully you know from just by being savvy shoppers with the ease of, you know, everything being out there and accessible via TV at least, is that you know what these types of pieces should cost. And it's just not what we do. We're really here to bring you value, and that's how we differ, right? Want to bring you that value that nobody else can. Let's take a look at 1124-188. It's at long last here, and we've only got about an hour and 20 minutes left in the show. So I would love to just sit here and look at this one, because this is just the ultimate level of bluing block D. And here we are looking at our, well, of course, it's our final days. We went through a weekend of, it was Memorial Day weekend. And I know some of you had just missed all the shows, and I talked to a lot of you today who were like, oh my gosh, I apologize. I feel a little like out of the loop. I missed all the shows this weekend because I was, you know, on vacay, and oh, so excited and glad hopefully you were, and I'm so glad hopefully you had a good time, right? But now that we're back to maybe some sense of, if you're back in the routine and you're back with your TVON groove and you wonder what you missed, let me tell you, what you did not miss was Blue Wing Block Ds, because I had maybe, what, 2 pieces over the entire 9 hours of weekend holiday event, because we're just, again, and if that sounds frightening and a little bit far-fetched, well, that's the new reality going forward, is that we are almost sold out. So we're really bringing the last of the last here. It's this week, so I have Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm anticipating by Sunday, which is June 2nd, they're going to be gone. You may want to be with me this weekend, because we may be looking at our final farewell to Blue Wing Block Ds. I know, I'm sorry, I've been selling them for so long now. It just feels like, you know, does it feel like it'll just never run out? It feels like that's just like, oh, something we say, but it's really, we're there. We're there. So with all that said, and we just had a whole weekend where I showed, I was moving in like hyperspeed to move through hundreds of one-of-a-kinds, and boy, did we sell a lot of jewelry this weekend. But I got to tell you, to have only a couple that I showed in Blue Wing Block Ds, and they were the real out there ones. This is a classic, I can tell you, most desired cut we have. 901 is the size, so that is large, but we did it in a mounting where it kept it really simple and elegant on the sides. You're getting stripes of diamonds set into the sides that are angled just a bit. So you'll still see them from the front, you'll still see them from the sides. This is a very, I would say, a sleek, modern, could be contemporary, could be elegant kind of look. Take a look at it here. It's our 901 with a diamond weight of 22 points. And I'm going to try to do something crazy, because that's what we're having to do. I think the aquamarine might still be here. So, you know, crazy things are happening. And so that's where we can really afford you an opportunity on a 901. So this is one of those, oh yeah, there's one more thing. Oh good, Museum Reserve. Was it obvious? I didn't even need to say that. I didn't need to tell Tony. He just goes, yeah, I know. I can tell. I know, and I know that everything at this point that's come out that's new is going to be museum reserve because we don't have any of the others left. I've got one water spot on it, so just let me give a little bit of extra polish to it. And I'm going to try it on while we're here, and it's 4188, and you can get any gold you want still. That's no problem, but I think this is what we've been waiting on. And this is the simple elegance of having a 9-carat where, just notice here, the colors do not waver. There's a depth to the stone where all those flashes you see are just intense, and it's not just there on one side or the other. It's all, look at the east and west facets as I move it here on the hand, how it just lights up. And I love that we did, I know it's kind of strange, we did a big stone with a lighter diamond weight. Sometimes we're going to put 2 carats around a stone like this, but that inherently makes it maybe a little less everyday wearable. Nothing says you can't wear that every day. Let's try it on, and then of course up close as well, just so you can see the full scope here. I really want to, look at now it's polished up, so that's much better. I'm just really excited. Look at this one, 4 rows. It's all a little bit more narrow as they go down the sides. This is a mounting that's new for us. I know the reds are coming through, at least here visually in studio. And we always say that if the reds are coming through on camera, get ready, because it's rare. Usually the blue wings necessarily won't show you all the reds on the, whatever you're looking at as far as your monitor, because it's the bright lights that we have here. If you're already seeing powerful reds, as I know I am, that just speaks to the volume and the just stunning saturation you're getting. Well, it's got a $11,999 price tag. We're going to help you. It sounds like they're on something else, so we actually don't have anyone on the phone lines yet on this one, the 9-carater. I was supposed to put it on auction, perhaps, if I needed to, but not go below $9,500 if needed. Well, I'll tell you what, all I can tell you is we need to go a lot lower than $9,500, because otherwise I'm going to sit here shouting about $9,500 and it's just going to sit here and twirl. Let's make it a lot easier. I'm just going to price it, and I'm going to price it under cost. And there's been a lot of pushback. I know a lot of you guys have said, there's some industry folks that watch the show that love to call in, and they get very angry at what we do, because there are people out there right now on TV trying to sell Tanzanites that are not blue wing block D. And they are getting, let me just be the first to say, they're getting good, they've got good prices, but $680 for a non-blue wing block D, I don't know about you, but I'd rather see a better price and get a better quality. And so there are a lot of our folks out there who are not really pleased with what we're doing. They've been actually asking us politely, somewhat politely, to move our prices up. There's block C material, which is the basic generic material. The blue wing doesn't register with most of the stores out there, and no fault of theirs. They can't get blue wing block D. Block D's been extinct for like 16 years now. Block C's all that's remaining. Block C's lighter material. What you see out there right now wholesaling, Las Vegas, Nevada, that big show, we're seeing block C material that's wholesaling for about triple the price of we're selling best of the best blue wing block Ds. So again, you're not, I know it's easy to assume you're having to pay more for better quality. You're not. That is all. I want to just make sure that if I get one point across, it's that all that said, with the quality that you're getting, the luxury you're getting, you're not spending more than you would spend anywhere else to get it. That's really what's so crucial here. And it's not $95, $85, $75, $65, $55, $4,500. It's not going to be. And I think we're all calculating the per carat and the math. And we know this is our last emerald cut besides the 2271. I admit the 2271 is here. Let me know if you want me to bring it out. I will. But this is not even $44.99. We've blown way past the should be open for the auction. We've gone way past that. We're not asking $44.99 already, by the way. What a stunning value that is. You can't put a price on Museum Reserve, by the way, but that's under $500 a carat right there, right now. Now, gold is free. The workmanship is free. The diamonds are free. Should they be? Not really. Got a lot of gold, diamonds, and workmanship in that ring. Even beautiful tapered prongs in those corners. Look, they're even perfectly even. And that's not easy to do. And it's not going to be $44.99. We have an opportunity. This is for somebody to call in. Again, feel free to put yourself at the head of the line here. Put yourself first. Make sure you get in, and that way you're there. Because I don't know where we're going to end up on this, but I'm really too low as it is, because already under $500 a carat. Nobody in the wholesale trade right now is selling regular Tanzanite. Regular Tanzanite is going for more than $500 a carat by a long way. So the fact that this is our museum reserve best, our 9-carat 01, the reds are so evident here completely, even in this harsh lighting, because it's a lot of bright light for a neon stone. And you're not paying $500 a carat or $44.99 or $43.99. Here we go, just taking it lower. This is where you come on in and say, you know what, I've got a money back guarantee, right? Yes, you do. I get to get that at home and then take a couple of weeks and decide, yes, you do. And so are you really risking anything? Are you losing out on anything? The only risk you run is losing out on the opportunity to own an emerald cut of this size. That's really it at this point. That's the only thing at risk. It's not 43, it's not 42, and let me tell you, this is gonna go. Can't keep an emerald cut down. Can't keep one in stock. We got the 2271, but that's because it's a little open with the window. This one has perfect cutting, amazing color saturation. The reds are there, and it's not going to be 42, 41, 4,099. This is what's happening. And those diamonds are just, I love the rows of diamonds on the side. It's sleek, it's modern, it's straightforward, it's wearable. It's not even $4,000. Let's blow it out for $39.99 on our 9-carat 01. Keeping in mind that comes down to about $440 a carat. Nothing for the gold, nothing for the diamonds, nothing for the labor. That's amazing. So $39.99 gets it to you. We've got jewelry left from the show. We only have an hour and 10 minutes remaining. We want to know what you're looking for, what you'd like to see, what requests. I haven't had a single request all day. It's amazing. 2 hours in, no requests. So this is the time to get those requests in. Speak or forever hold your peace, but $39.99, that one's going to go. We're verifying on it now. We'll see who's got it. My next one is an 1180, but it's a pear shape. And the pear shape is not going to be as much affordability. Don't forget, we also had the earrings earlier for $649 for carat 10 of round Tanzanite. So you can get those earrings if you'd like to. No problem there. We got to keep moving. That's not something that should be sticking around. What a value. Okay. We've got fire opal and turquoise earrings and a yellow diamond. And then there's the big Paraiba. That I have not forgotten about. There's a saddle ring with a Paraiba right there. This is the $12,999 ring, formerly $12,999. This Paraiba coming down tonight. Stay with me for that. Top of the hour, we'll bring it out. Must have Paraiba, definitely. And then we're going to move right along. Now, if anybody wants the pear shape, if you need an 1180, we got a pear shape here with the 2 diamonds. That's 180. See, this one is not museum reserve. Do you see the difference there? Do you see how there's a difference? I know, sometimes it takes a side-by-side comparison. This one has a little bit of a window. Now I'm not going to show it to you. This one's perfect. Great saturation. This one's a little lighter and has a window to the cut. Just, it's subtle, it's slight, but that's not the one I want you to have. This is the one I want. Now, that pear shape can go to a museum. They'll love to have it. They'll proudly put it on display. I'm not going to sell it to you. Don't call me about the pear shape. I'm not going to sell it. I'm selling this one. This one, proud to offer this 9-carat 01 emerald cut. Not so enthused about the pear shape, but that's just me, and sorry. Just, yeah, I'm not going to do it. Don't make me an offer on it. I will not sell it. What about the Tanzanite? Anybody thinking about it? No? Oh, okay. What color? Oh, okay. We got a yellow gold quatrefoil ring going out from earlier. That's good. Oh, that's exciting. She'll love it, or he'll love it. Love it. And then here we are, $39.99. 60 final seconds. We have really, I think at this point, I really think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're ready. And I hope, I think it's going to be good when we say farewell to the Tanzanites, if it's this Sunday or not. I think that we're going to be all good. I think we're going to be all good. I don't think there's going to be too many people crying. I think everyone's got one at this point, and I'm so glad. I really hope that's the case. And if you're newer with us and still just getting acquainted with these stones, it is the literal best. This was one vein of one block that no longer is being mined from one source in the world. So it's very special. And we move along. Coming up, we've got a few minutes till our top of the hour. I'm going to bring out the big Paraiba at the top of the hour, so you won't have much longer to wait on that. And then we're going to need requests because I've shown you just about everything tonight. They're not giving me a lot of jewelry these days, so again, we're really relying on your requests. Let me show you this. This is going to be our turquoise. Oh, this is like a briolette But briolettes, I know sometimes you guys think, well, that's faceted, right? This is a little different. We still are calling them briolettes because of their shape. They are not faceted. Of course, turquoise is going to be it's an opaque stone. So we know that, but it's 112, 41, 97. Yes, my emerald cut 9-carat is still here. So that could be the ring I own. You guys might see me wearing that every day because I don't have one yet and we're in last call, so I got to get one. But here we are with our beautiful turquoise, 5 carats exactly in your turquoise here, 2.5 carats each in this briolette cut. It is smooth all the way around. There's no flat side. That's what we mean by briolette. So you know how it can be a little confusing because with opaque stones, we usually see a cabochon cut. But a cabochon cut from the front, you might think it's got all this depth. I want to make sure you understand what's different about this and why it's so crucial to have this in an earring. This briolette cut is like, think of it like a teardrop. We could easily see a pear-shaped in a ring, but it's usually cut with a flat backing with the dome front. That's a cabochon usually. Flat back, dome top, whether it's a pear, an oval, a cushion, what have you. This is all the way around. So it's like, think about, first of all, it's why you're getting a lot of carat weight here, is that it's not flat on one side. Because think about it in an earring. This is an earring that's 360 degrees. Since it's a drop, theoretically, people will see the earring from all different sides, front, side, back, right? Especially if you have your hair up or shorter hairstyle, and maybe you've got a ponytail going on, right? This is our 5 carats in turquoise, but they're all the way around smooth. Think of like a teardrop, but it's kind of domed all the way around. So it looks good from all the angles, which is why this cut is such a good one for an earring. It's not something you would put in a ring at all because you don't need to have the look all the way around. But with an earring, you want that. So diamonds are up front. That's 7 points in diamonds. And I'm just going to see who's out there. We've got that fluted style gold design up top. There's a problem with these earrings. I'll admit to you guys, they're a little bit fancy with the cutting and with the all the way around and the color of that Sleeping Beauty turquoise. I got to just tell you the bad news here. They're $29.99 earrings. And I know we have a lot of requests for turquoise, and I know that can be disappointing because not everybody, I know you guys, and we've been shopping together for a lot of years, and most people don't want to spend $3,000 on an earring. And this is a lever back, so let me show you from all the angles here. Get you the length as well. So it's going to have that little flip down closure here. So it hinges in the back. And then I was just going to show you, let me show you this angle. That makes it a little easier for me to open it up. And then you just see, put that right through your ear piercing and then pop it on up and it aligns, clicks closed, and you're good to go. It's easy peasy. It's very explanatory. It's just pop it on and you're good. But look at how beautiful this is with 1 1/4 inch, top to bottom. I'll try one on, and then we're going to skip $29.99 and go $0 to start, $100 increments. Why not? Let's see if that has any traction. And you just have any gold color you want, actually. Yellow gold, white gold, or rose. Tony, I'm not even going to limit it to yellow gold. I want there to be no way that we hinder any of these bids here because I'm starting a $0 to start, no reserve auction. So if somebody wants rose gold or white gold, I don't want to leave them out of this deal. Let's make sure everybody has a chance. Now take a look at them on. I just popped one on for you very quickly just so you can see the length and the movement they have. This is the thing with turquoise. And I say it every time it's on because I think it's just, I can't say this about every gem. It looks good with everything. I have this bright corally orange going on a week, and therefore wearing like a bright orange and white and summertime colors, and I got to tell you, this works. If I was wearing the most boring basic black, it works. If I was wearing white, do we have $100? Thank you. If I was wearing any color of the rainbow, pick a color, and I wear them all, this works. It always goes, it always looks great, and it is that pop of color. You don't have to be wearing, and I know a lot of people wear blues and turquoise and denims and that kind of thing. The blue family is beautiful, but you know what? It goes with literally everything. You'll probably wear this earring more than you would your diamonds. 200, do we have it? Shout them out, guys, because I'm trying on, I'm like, in a squat position trying these on here. So take a look at the wheel. We'll show them up close again, and we've got 2 bidders and $200. Uh-oh. I'm going to regret this. How much time do we have? We have 63 minutes. Okay, get comfortable, everybody. $300 we have. Thank you. 2 bidders, $300. Just 2 people. 2 people have bid. 2 people. Uh-oh. $500. They're going for a punch out, aren't they there? Jason, did you tell them to play that strategy? Did you tell them a little extra mini power bid might knock everybody else out? Because it may have worked. We have 500. Don't go anywhere. They're $3,000 earrings. Or at least that's what they're supposed to be. I doubt we're going to get there. and it got real quiet. Ooh. Jess, you've had all the phone calls tonight, right? Oh, well, you never know. They could have, but we just had somebody put in $500. So, but the good news is, I know, I'm sorry. If you wanted to get them for $100, I'm not in charge of these auctions, guys. These are not my, well, they're not my friends and family dialing in. I mean, I consider you guys friends and family, but they're not my personal people dialing in. I can't control where the auction goes. If I could, I would be doing something different than 500 bucks right now. Let me tell you something. That's a fact. I don't have anything in the inventory right now that can be sold for $500. So this is a little different. We have a $3,000. Now, can you imagine? This is why I did this. Because I had this feeling tonight, like maybe leaving them at $29.99 was not going to get them sold. Remember what I told you earlier? The mission tonight is to get everything sold. It's my mission every night. It's my job. That's my job description. And I have to figure out different ways to do that every night, depending on the circumstances. And tonight is the night you're getting some serious values. We do that, but I mean better than the normal serious values. So that's what's happening, right? We have $500. Jason, who's your bidder? They're going to get them. Maybe. Do you have 6? Oh, go ahead. Just yell it out. Wayne, I know you're brand new, but just feel free. I know it's so rude to yell out things, you know, but do it, because otherwise I don't know. So we have $600. Who do you have? Do you know who it is? We have $600. We're going to give it a final moment here. Who is it? Jimmy in the lead at $600. So we have 600 bucks. We're looking for 7. We only have one other bidder on the lines. You're more than welcome. We have about 1 minute till the top of the hour, and that Paraiba is coming out to play. I'm going to go ahead and overlap here. I'm going to give it 2 minutes on this auction because that's what we have to do on the auctions, to give you a final call, a last chance opportunity, a last chance to get in. And for those of you, a lot of people do that. They'll wait till that clock goes up because then they know it's about to end. It's about to wrap up. This is a $3,000 TVON earring. These are briolets. They're 2.5 carats each. They're matched. Did you have 7? Thank you. We have $700 now. We have got, and by the way, Jimmy's out. So now it means $700, and they could very well be going. We're still going to give it a 2-minute final clock. There's still no reserve, so whatever they go for, they go for. Like, Jason, your caller back there, I don't know who that is, but I can't say, please don't take them. What can I give you to not take them? Who is it? Mary. Mary's in the lead at $700. If we have any challengers, this is your last call. We have our last chance, 2 minutes only, top of the hour's here. Hey, if you just tuned in and you're going, wait a minute, $700 for what? I don't know what it is, but I see the graphics and it shouldn't be $700. Correct. Let's take a last look. Final call, 2 minutes. And you can have white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. You're getting an earring, so the only thing you need to know is, do you have a pierced ear? If you do, they'll fit you. It's not a matter of, are they going to be too big? Are they going to be too small? They have this great extra length. This is 1.25 inches from top to bottom. A little bit of movement going on there as well, but nothing that's taking them outside the daily wear, the even just, yes, daytime, right? Drop earring. We just had this discussion earlier with our Tanzanites. Doesn't always mean dressy. And we have $700. It's our final call. 90 seconds left in this auction. Then, of course, we're getting to our Paraiba in the saddle ring as promised. And that'll be happening for our top of the hour. And then we'll just open it up to your requests. I hope you'll get those in. Still have our 9-carat Tanzanite emerald cut as well. Still hanging out here for one caller. Big Paraiba. Well, what are we going to do on that one? Something special. Got to do something crazy on that one. That was our, actually, did I say 12,000? Because the bag says 13,999. I was remembering 12,999. Apparently, my memory is off. So we've got a $14,000 ring we're going to about to do something crazy on. So make sure you stay with us for that. And then I guess, Mary, it's looking good. Where's she calling from, Jason? Do you know what state she's in? No way, really? California? All right. Well, Mary in California. Are they going far away? Are they staying local? It's a big place. But you never know. She could be a neighbor. Let's see if we've got $800. It's our final 25 seconds. Last call, last call, last call. 20 seconds remaining. Looking for 800 or 900 or 1,000 or more. That's a $3,000 earring. Oh, do you want to see the fire opal again? The pear-shaped fire opal? We can show it again. You want to see it again? Wayne, we can just show it again. I got it in my hand. We're ready to go. 800? Got it? Sold. Congratulations. That's gone. It was 4:15. Let me just flash this fire opal really quickly before we get to our top of the hour. There's someone on the phone lines wanting to see this again. 112-1730. There it is, 4:15. Now, those are yellow diamonds and white diamonds down the sides there, Wayne. That's going to be 8 points in the yellow and 51 points in the white diamonds, striped and split, leading to that halo, and then your beautiful, true red, red, reds. This was $16.99 on a blowout earlier tonight. Leads us to our Paraiba top of the hour. We are in our last hour of this big Wednesday night. So glad you're hanging out with us. It means a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we've got all of this really good value coming up on this Paraiba. So 112-4114 is next. So I know a lot of people hear the word Paraiba because you've told me this. You say, I don't even want to be tempted anymore. I'll leave you the second you say Paraiba. I've heard some people say that playfully because they realize that these are some very expensive stones, but they're beautiful. They're like the stone everybody wants, but very few people can actually get because the price tags. It's one of the most important stones in the world. We have 112-4114 here for you, and it's been up before, so it's that, yeah, we've seen this. We know this ring. Been there, done that. Well, yeah, we've been there, done that, but it didn't go. So we have a 13,000, and I said, I apologize. I was going on memory. I thought it was $12,999. I'm so good about memorizing these prices, but this one was actually $13,999 according to the bag. So what I'm going to do is just switch it up a little bit. We're going to do something kind of wild because I know how many of you are going, I don't want to even be tempted by that. Don't even make me get out the charge card. Don't even make me think about how I'm going to do this. We want to just make this a deal where you're going to say, yes, please. And here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to give it away for our top of the hour. It's our last hour tonight. We only have about 55 minutes remaining. I would love a request because I've shown you officially just about everything that I have to show you. So a lot still, again, that you can request, anything we can bring out. But this is the Paraiba that I implore you to have because, my goodness, as noisy as that probably was, this is my 91-point Paraiba. It looks all day, and I said this the first time I was here for 14 grand, it looks like that big stone. It looks like that big stone. And here's the problem. A 2-carat here, 15 grand. You've seen it over and over and over. If you get a 1.5-carat, they're $9,000. You've seen those over and over. And there are shoppers out there for them. That's why they're gone. Here's where you're getting what is a 91-pointer, which you can't scoff at. Before you say, under a carat, it is the look of a bigger stone. You will see that when it's on my hand. You will appreciate that, and I think you're going to love that, is that you're not paying for the look you're getting. Because with Paraiba, like so many other stones, including diamonds and the like, but even more so with Paraibas, given that it's so rare and extinct, is that you have to pay so much more every time you take a little step up in your carat weight. If you go from a 90 to a 1, forget about it. There's a huge elevation in price. 1 to 120, 120 to 1.5, 150 to 2. We've talked about this just a moment ago. So there's a big advantage if you can get a stone that is just slightly under a carat, but gives you the look of a bigger stone. That's what this does. I think you're going to see when you see it on, I think you're going to witness that, and you're not going to question why I'm so excited about this, because it's got this look. Now, let me show you, because this is not the big saddle ring, I will admit. This is the slightly smaller version that we just started creating a little while ago. But that, I'm telling you, and I collect this stone, I've been selling them since 2004, that looks like a 1.5 carat Paraiba. If I had a 1.5 carat Paraiba in our entire inventory, you know me, I would bring it out and put it next to it, and you'd go, oh yeah, it does. I just don't have it in stock. I think I have a $299, and that's what I got left. I've got this one and the $299. Seriously, isn't that the only thing that didn't sell this weekend was the 2-carat 99, which was, by the way, great value at $15,000. Let me know if you want me to bring it out. But this one, slightly less at $13,999. We're going to help you out right now. And it does have 93 points in diamonds. So kind of putting that, letting that be off to the wayside when that's important too. The way it's set with all this gold, take a look at it here. Oh, this is so pretty. And wearable, gives it a nice foundation of gold. It's not just perched on, you know, I think that sometimes when it's just on a band, with a little halo, it can look a little chintzy. I love when these important stones are set on a large platform of gold like this. Look at the finishing. Look at the clarity. Let me move my tweezers off to the side here. and then point it up so you can just peer right through that undergallery, look right through that center of that stone, but through the rear to see how clean it is. Then you've got your solid mirror finished gold on the inside, and then of course all these great details and designer elements like this, that cleft design, like this, all the details where it's elevated rows of diamonds as well as pave at the surface of the band. It is a beautiful look, and it's wearable. And for anybody who says, nope, I can't wear a tourmaline every day, yes, you can. Tourmalines are wearable every single day as well. You don't need to baby it. You treat it like you would anything else. And obviously, we're going to make it a value that's better than even $9,999. Only one of the rarest stones you can get your hands on. There's a reason it's a big top of the hour. Not even $5,000 though. See, I realize what we've got to do. And tonight it's going to be about some extreme discounting, and we're certainly bringing that. And you don't have to pay $4,999. You're not even paying $39.99. It's an all-time best. And there's one way to do this. It's to go so dirt cheap that it's obvious. It's obvious. You've never seen anything like it before. I will be honest with you guys, as I always am, because I don't think a lot of us, necessarily all of us, have been shopping together since 2004. But in 2004, I stood in California on a show like this one at a network that no longer exists and sold the very first Paraibas loose. They were $800, $900 a carat. And that was the first day. We had just started getting them commercially, bringing them to the TV world in the US of A when they had just been really discovered in Mozambique and Nigeria. They were just starting to make their way to the marketplace. They are now, 20 years later exactly, almost to the day, they are now extinct stones. There is no way, for as beautiful as it is, that's one thing. But it's the rarity that this material, 3 sources ever, Brazil, Mozambique, Nigeria, they're completely gone. Completely. There's no hope of getting any more. This is the time to get it. And they're accelerating in price faster than we can even imagine. We've never seen a stone do this. We've never seen a stone elevate in price tag the way this one has. And it's been doing this now for 20 years. Hasn't plateaued yet. Hasn't stopped. It's quite actually reverse. What's happening is everyone's who's got them, the people who actually have this material in their collections are holding on to it. They're not selling it. They know, they're smart, they're wise, they're good at understanding the way of the world. If you've got something rare, make it more rare. You're in control of it. They're monopolizing it, essentially. It's got such a negative connotation. I don't want to, speak negatively about my fellow gemstone dealers, but that's what they're doing. Realizing that if I wait 5 more years, it's more valuable. If I wait 10 more years, it's more valuable. If I wait 20, you get the idea. We are here on television saying, go ahead, take it for a rather pedestrian price to get it home, see what it's all about, because if I make this $25,000, I know nobody's going to buy it. I know it's going to sit here and it's going to collect dust in a vault. That is not what a stone like this deserves. A stone like this cannot sit in a vault. It cannot sit in a little bag like this in a vault hanging out by itself. It deserves to be worn, to be loved, to be collected, to be gifted, to be treated like the amazing gem material it is. And nobody likes it at $39.99. And I can't say I'm surprised because I've been with you for 130 minutes and it's been crazy. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make it even better, but somebody gonna get it. And this is just one of those classic cases of let's just drop it till it goes. Because it's not a function of, is it not a good looking stone? Oh, it's a good looking stone. Is it a function of, it's not in a great mounting? Well, it's only been one of our most classic favorite mountings all time, but a slightly smaller size than what we typically do. So we know that's popular. We are changing the gold color. We are getting you your size. There's no caveats or limitations there. So it must just be the price tag, right? $39.99, $38.88, $37.77, all of that is you are witnessing truly something you have not seen in the world of Paraiba here on this show. And it is, I know, it's under a carat in actual carat gem weight, but it is over a carat in its dimension and look. That just means that it looks like a carat and a half. If we were to put a carat and a half, and again, if I had one, I'd bring it to you and I'd show it to you. We don't have a carat and a half in stock. So if I had one, we'd show you the comparison. Take a look, because it's actually going to be the look of bigger. It's just that really cool price tag that I'm bringing it down below $37.77, below $36.99. We're going to make sure it goes, and here it is again on the hand. It's going to taper nicely. This is a very comfortable band. You can see how it gets more narrow through the back, how it's finished on the inside. You're going to choose your gold color. It's great even on the middle. I probably have enough room here. Let me put it on, it's a 6.5. Let me put it on my middle finger. If you want to wear it here or here, you can. Watch this. Slide it right onto the middle finger. If it goes over the knuckle, there we go. That is how it looks on the middle finger. How gorgeous is that? You don't even need to size up on it. Index finger would look amazing there. Tell you what I'll do instead of $36.99. It's not going to be $36.99, $35.99. I'm going to show this to you, and I think it's going to go. We're verifying right now. Never going to last at a price tag like this. That's because open, beautiful blue greens. This is copper bearing. It is actually known to be a copper bearing stone. That's what makes it Paraiba. We couldn't call it Paraiba if it wasn't verified as having copper content. So that's the key. And it's also going to be less than $35.99. So this is just a quick one here. It's just a matter of who's going to be first, who's going to say yes. And you've got full, again, money back guarantee. So if you're not sure, if you're thinking that seems too good to be true, so I'm not going to buy it, you need to buy it so that you see what it's all about, experience it in person. And once you do, you'll be so happy you did. So happy you made the call, so happy you took the plunge and got it, because this is a highly valuable stone, far more than where I'm pricing it at, and it's not even $3,500. It is $3,499, and that is, this mounting goes, and I checked, by the way, yesterday, because yesterday we had a little bit of a little inventory. A lot of these mounting kind of came to their updated prices, guys. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, the price on this mounting by itself, all on its own, without the Paraiba, so that just means the semi-mount, the diamonds, and the gold. The cost on this from our factory, which is here on site in Los Angeles, California, the cost on the mounting was bigger than this price indicates. That's how much gold and diamond weight you have in this ring. So wait a minute. Am I actually saying to you that right now, pricing this way, you're actually getting that Paraiba for free? That is something I cannot do. Or say, I don't think there's anybody in this world that can. This is it. $34.99. That Paraiba is free. It is free right now because the mounting you would pay more for by itself. On its own, we're giving it 60 seconds. We got to move. I've got another fire opal for you. I know I've had some requests for fire opal now. You didn't love the pear shape, so I'll bring out the oval that we have that's new. We'll bring that out. $34.99 only. On this Paraiba, cannot stay here, will not stay here. That's amazing opportunity when you talk about a 1-carat stone, or again, a light 1-carat that looks like a carat and a half all day long. Very important, very impressive. Wheels are still to come. We'll bring out any requests you'd like to see. We have a men's ruby, by the way, if anybody's interested in a men's ruby. There is a fabulous men's ruby piece we'll have. And then we're going to bring you also, we do have some very, very fancy cut tanzanites if you're interested. Tanzanites that are in these wild kind of pear-shaped diamond kite cut kind of combinations. We can bring those out, and then we'll bring out our fire opal next. But first caller, $34.99, gotta have it. You gotta try it. You gotta see what it's all about. And that is that clarity and color beyond. So neon, so bright. Nope. Okay. Well, it's not every day, because in all the years I've been doing this, I've never been able to give anyone a free Paraiba. But this is it's what's happening right here, right now today. So if you'd like it, let me know. Let's get to our fire opal, and we're going to show you. I know that some of you were intrigued by the pear shape, but maybe wanted something a little different cut. So the good news is I'm going to bring out an oval here. It's a 217, and I want you to see it from a distance because this is the same story as we just talked about. But opals always do this. They're always going to look about double what they weigh. So you're getting a large fire opal, but look at that from a distance away. You can see it already, the reds, the oranges, the neons coming through. You sure about that Paraiba? All right, let's take a look. This is wild. There is a pattern around this. I had it with Tanzanite over the weekend. There's a pattern around this design that makes it look as if the stone is not an oval after all. It makes it look like a fancy cut, doesn't it? You've got a reflection of the reds that's happening inside between the diamonds, and the diamonds look like princess cuts, but they're not. They're round brilliants, but it's all in the way they're set. And we have item number 1124186, and I had a fire opal earlier. It was $16.99. It is still here. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This one's about the same size. This is a 2-carat 17, 42 points in diamonds. Love that look. I'll do something really crazy here. We're just going to let everyone have a fire opal. Remember, most fire opals don't look like this. They're dingy, hazy yellows. Don't love them. I got to tell you, if I told you what they kind of looked similar to, you would probably, guys, you would have me banned from the FCC, would definitely go after me. So it's not always that attractive until you start to see higher quality. Isn't that the case with a lot of stones? Where quality's everything. Quality really is. And we all tend to have to go and work with the budget when it comes to jewelry, and sometimes we end up getting a lower quality because it's all we could afford. I'm telling you, we're bringing the best of the best with that bright red cherry orange color. It mixes the colors together. We're going to do something crazy. This was a $24.99 piece, and those are all more significant individual diamonds. They have the prongs set up so that they're squared off. That's why the round brilliant diamonds, they look like princess cuts, which are a higher end diamond, as you know. So it gives it a little more wow factor. You've got all this great glow. I'm going to try it on so you can see what it does from a distance away, how transparent it is, and how those colors just keep on glowing from the sides as well. It's like the color it's like it's glowing beyond the actual perimeter of the stone. It's a $24.99 piece. We're going to try something different. First caller can have it. And I was toying with the idea of an auction, not going to do it. We're not getting a lot of participation there. So it might just be easier. Instead of $2,000 to open, it might just be a better idea to go right here, right now. First caller can take it. Look at that full transparency. You see right through that stone entirely. It's not going to be $2,000. It's not even $1,000. I'm making it $9.99 first caller on a fire opal. $9.99 first caller. We might even bring the Paraiba back up. If I don't have requests, we're going to have to just bring back the pieces that have already been here, because otherwise we just are going to bring back some of our really, really rare from earlier that might still be hanging out. I know we have that big Mandarin garnet. We'll show that again if you missed that at the beginning of the show. Paraiba may come back out. We've got some Peridot earrings to recap for you, but $999 on that fire opal. First caller takes it. And then we've got our emerald piece coming up. There is still a yellow diamond, but this one I wasn't going to show you today because it's really, really high end. Look at this. This is that bright, vivid. They didn't list it as such, but that's a vivid color if you've ever seen one. And that's a lot of diamond weight, about 2.5 carats in the yellow diamond. Brilliant cut. Specialty. I'll tell you the story behind that stone. Ownership did not want to give it up. That was on its way. That was, going to Vegas, and we're going to share it with you. So it's the JCK special. We're going to share that with you coming up as well. First caller, $9.99. Also at $9.99, let me just put up some other great options we had earlier. We did have this Mandarin garnet for you, which is the Mandarin pear shape. We have the fire opal. I also have Peridot earrings if you missed these. If you were not with us a couple hours ago, have some Peridots. These are the Peridots. They're octagon cuts. Super cool Peridot earring drops here with diamonds. So I'm going to zoom back just a little bit. Tony, these are all $9.99, by the way, so that's why I'm putting them all together. They're all $9.99 a piece, and you can take any one you like. So just a little recap there. And then I'll tell you what, we'll just put that other fire opal up. Let's put that Zambaran garnet up, guys, and then let me know. So yeah, we're just going to do something special here. Here's what I've got. The Mandarin, that by the way is a good size stone. That Mandarin was a carat 59. Here's the fire opal in the oval. Here's the, I love those Peridots. Those Peridots, they kind of look like an Asher cut, but remember they have these notched corners. They're truly an octagon cut in a little bit of a slight drop. It's $9.99 across the board, your choice. Anything else? Yes, and let me know if you need to see them again on the hand or on the ear, and we'll help you out with those as well. But that's just all been presented in full. Just wanted to give you another look at them. And love these bright, these are all like summertime colors, aren't they? Summertime's coming. You need that great new piece for that maybe family reunion, vacation. You're going to be just out enjoying some hot summer weather. Those are all great pieces for these times of year when we've got that, just again, bringing out a little more color this time of year. Anything we can help you with, let me know. $9.99, any piece you want. That's a good one, isn't it? All really cool pieces there. Great choices, all of them. And let me know if you have any requests, anything at all you'd like to see, anything you want. We'll put it on up there. Yes, Jason, did you get something from that wheel? I do. I mentioned a ruby gemstone ring. Yeah. Who was that? because the last one I had was $6,000, and some of you said, whoa, that's too much. So let me bring out another ruby gem ring we have. I've been trying to make a new one for you to try and get under $6,000, and it wasn't easy. But I did it, and it's here, and it looks just as good as the previous $6,000 ruby we had. 1122982, welcome into Wednesday. It's our last call, though, on the show. 35 minutes left, and then we're done. So did you know who requested this? Okay, Francis, we've got 1122982. It's a cushion cut, first of all, so that's a very special stone. It's a rare cut that you don't usually see with the ruby. It's got that softer, I know it might look like an oval. Technically, it's a cushion. It is a 210. So that's where we're getting same kind of that bigger size that we love in the rubies, which is usually what propels that price way out of reach. The beauty of it is we're going to give away a 210 here, and that's really exciting. It also has a diamond weight of 36 points around it. This is almost that starts lower and then elevates up and around that ruby and then down the other side. It always reminds me of a Greek key design, the way it's actually fashioned around this ruby. It's our one only. We can change the gold color for you, no problem. It's finished on the inside as any good heavyweight ring should be. And it's all done in the yellow gold, or we can change it. So it's really up to you, but rubies historically, gotta love the blue reds of Burma in that yellow gold. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And we only have the one, so the very first caller can take it. And it's, oh no, this didn't do this. Look at this, $89.99. Oh, darn it. Here I was so excited to bring you a ruby that wasn't gonna be $6,000. The last time I had a men's ruby ring, it was $6,000. Y'all said, no, that's too much. So this one's got $89.99. I'll blow it out. First caller can have it. Again, I have to move some jewelry. We have 36 literal minutes. That's it. And I got to move truly. We got to really move some jewelry. And I mean that. So what we've got to do, if we're going to be here tomorrow and keep these lights on and keep bringing TVON values, is we got to move some jewelry here. So let me tell you, you need to help, because you are the ones to take advantage. When I do something stupid, you got to be the ones to call in. And look at all this jewelry we're going to go through in the next few minutes. All of this jewelry I haven't shown you yet. They just brought me this out from the vault. They're saying discount it, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, including this certified ruby, which is a ladies ruby. That's a 437. That one's $50,000. You never know what I might do on that. Either way, this is the only men's ruby that we have that's going to be under $6,000. What we're going to do, $39.99 first caller, one only. It's a 210 Burma. Take a look at it one more time. We even have finally our first request. Oh, thank goodness, because I was getting worried we had another request yet. So we've got a blue wing block D pendant. Carol, you got it. It's coming up. We'll bring that out. That's our only men's ruby, and that is a good one. And I suppose I could bring out the $6,000 one as well, if you'd like to see that. And then, of course, $39.99. Great looking piece. I like it in the yellow. We can still size it. Right now, it's about a size 12 or so. I think, gosh, it felt more like a 10, but we can always verify that if you like to take it. And then here comes the Tanzanite pendant. 1124039. This will be fun. Also a 210. This time, emerald cut Tanzanite. Those are the same size stones, just getting two different cuts here, this being emerald cut. Now I have to sit it like this just so you understand that's how it's gonna look when it's on your chain. But it's also gonna be an emerald cut stone that's doing the same thing our 9-carat did earlier, but in a really special look. So this is gonna be east to west set with that trillion design of diamonds right up top. And it's going to be a really cool piece. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this one. We've got white, yellow, rose gold, so you're still going to choose. It's an interesting effect that when you see it, now obviously we're peering down on the stone a little bit, so you tend to look inside the stone from an overhead angle. So you're seeing, interestingly enough, blue, turquoise, red, orange, yellow. It's interesting how that one facet here is lighting up different colors. I'm nowhere near the piece. It's not a reflection from some nail lacquer or anything like that. That's just the stone and what it does. It's a really cool east-west set emerald cut, and that's going to continue to do that when it's on the neckline. Of course, if you were to tilt it up and see it right up front, you would just see that gorgeous blue-red that we're accustomed to seeing in Blue Wing Block D. So here's your chance to pick it up. I'm going to show you, if you haven't seen it before on the neckline, we'll show it to you there. We'll show it to you from a distance, get you the measurement and all of that. But it's a really special piece, isn't it? Looking good. Yeah, it does. And it's really simple. You know, that's the thing. It's modern and it's simple. This isn't that oversized, when am I going to wear that? You wear it all the time. It's like the station style necklaces we're seeing all over right now, which is just about, oh, it's a really cool way to set a pendant, right? With you're seeing a lot of east-west right now in the world of jewelry and necklaces, and you're seeing how beautifully vibrant it is from a distance because we have a little lesser light over here. So you're seeing much more of that deep saturated blue purple that we're traditionally seeing with our blue wing block Ds. You still get that here. Take a look at it up close. We're going to make this one $999, and that's it for our Tanzanite. I think that's it in pendants right now. We just had the last earrings go out earlier tonight. I think we still have a pair left, by the way, at $649. And now we have the pendant for $999. So that's a good one. And you're still getting blue wing block D. Not a lot of chances left to get that material. So like I said, looking like finale coming up this weekend, perhaps. So it's $999 and that's it. I mean, just anything else in pendants is going to be super, super scarce. I think there's a 29-carat round still here in a pendant. That one's about $35,000, just to give you a little for instance on where that goes. So it's a little bit more money, obviously, when you get up to 29 carats. 29 would be also our largest carat weight here of any left in jewelry. Okay, so hopefully that works. I know we don't have a lot of selection left, so I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry we don't have a lot of options in our Tanzanite pendants that remain. We do have some spinel earrings to show you, and don't forget yellow diamond. Let's get into this. It was the JCK stone pick. This is something I had to beg and plead and throw a little fit to get this here tonight. This was on a truck, literally packed, ready to go on display as the cornerstone of, well, really one of the biggest displays at this jewelry show coming up. I really wanted to share it with you guys. I know I've had yellow diamonds before. I know you might look at this as another yellow diamond. It's not just another yellow diamond. And I really had to beg that we could just have one night with this stone, one opportunity to share it with you. And I know that given the fact that this Wednesday has been on the quiet side, I know this is probably not the night to bring it, but I really want to, just because, now's as good a time as any if we're discounting. And the fact that we want to keep the discounting going throughout the last now 30 minutes of this show, this is going to be it. Now, this is 1124211. This is a stone that we've had here for 6 years. We've never set it. We've never had it on the air. It's been in a box. And I'm talking about this 1 carat cushion cut. I was checking to see if it's a 1 or a 101. I couldn't remember. This is the 1 carat even cushion cut. It had been, and this is what I would need you to understand, because I know you've seen 1 carat yellow diamonds here, and you're probably thinking, big deal. Who cares? I've seen those. This stone was set aside early on because this was the brightest and best color of all. We didn't have yellow diamonds at the beginning of the show. When this network started and was created, I wasn't even here yet. It was actually something that just sold colored gems. We didn't sell a lot of all diamond pieces, and we certainly didn't have any colored diamonds. And as time went on, we evolved to bring you what you guys were asking for. So we ended up bringing some of the natural colors. It was only 6.5 years ago when we had our first yellow diamond. This was the stone. This is why it was good enough to put on display, because I mentioned earlier that JCK is a show that happens this weekend in Vegas, and it's a trade show that happens every year that is known for bringing the highest level of elite jewelry in the world, and it's all in one place. But Vegas casinos, they're quite large. And so when you consider you take over an entire essentially convention hall style casino, and you fill it with nothing but the best in jewelry, everybody's trying to outdo everybody else. It's a lot of incredible jewelry to look at. It is truly, there's one word for it, it's overwhelming. If you're a jewelry lover, even if you're not. I've had friends of mine who were not in the jewelry business be my guests at the show in years past, and they knew nothing about jewelry, could care less about jewelry, and they never wanted to leave. It was like prying them out of there because it was just so unbelievably unique and special and different. And, it was like, it's just like take all the contents of every museum and put them all in one place. So this stone had been saved from that 6-year-ago mark because the color was so bright and so vivid and so intense, far more than any yellow diamond we had before. And so what we've done is taken the traditional classic mounting that we love, we elevated it with a yellow diamond halo and a white diamond halo, and that of course is going to be 21 points in your yellow and a carat 17 in the white diamonds. That's all building upon the carat center stone. Are you ready for this? I shouldn't be bringing it. I admit it. I should never in a million years on a night like tonight bring this out. But if there's no other requests, if there's nothing else you'd want to see or nothing else we can re-show you from the show, then why not? Let's give it a shot. Maybe it's going to take our best yellow diamond ever. I have a 3-carat here. There's a 3-carat in this inventory. It doesn't have 1 iota of the color of the stone. This stone is amazing. Brilliant cut cushion. Take a look. Square cut, yes. It's bright, vibrant. Even the halo around it, meticulously matched. Do you know why it took so many years to create this? Because it took that long to get enough round stones that could match the center and put them all the way around in that first halo. That's the difference here. You talk about a labor of love, that's it. Center stone is 1 carat, 21 points in the yellows, and then the other, carat 17, look at that, sides, yes. That huge diamond halo on the outside, let's give it away. I know, should be a lot of money, should be. It's not going to be $18,999, nothing wrong with that. We're gonna help you out. This could be the end of the show here, could be the last piece we see tonight. Very well could be. Is going to take some discounting, and we're going to make you the yellow diamond deal of a lifetime. I think in a dark room, this would light your way. It's just that bright, that intense. Look at this from a distance away, and if I don't actually name it as such, I can get away with pricing it really, really well. Do you want to go $89.99 instead and save you $10,000, or is that still going to be too much? I already know the answer to that. That's going to be too much. So we're going to take it even lower. We're going to do something very desperate here. And this is where, again, your call. This is a total of 238. I've done the math because that's important too. You got 238 total weight in diamonds all the way around it. Here's what I've got for you. And we'll put it on the auction block. Otherwise, I can't escape the $10,000 discount I've already done. That's the problem. We've already taken $10,000 off. It doesn't exactly give us wiggle room, does it? It doesn't leave a lot of room to discount when I've already said, here's $10,000. Can you do something with that? You certainly can. I think that means when you get your piece home, you go on vacation. You take your ring on vacation. You go. Think of that amazing place you've always wanted to go. We just saved you $10,000 on a ring. And if you think that's retail, no, retail's more. You think that's wholesale, wholesale's more. I can prove that to you because in a couple days, well, actually on Friday, I'll be there. So I will get you. Now I know they don't like photographs taken, so I'm going to have to be a little like, you know, super secretive about it. But the yellow diamonds selling right now that are lighter in color, that are 1 carat, are selling for $9,000 a stone. And I'm going to actually, hopefully, I'm going to get photographic proof of that so that you can see that what I tell you is the facts. That's the issue. 1 carat loose stone. That's a loose stone. And I'm only going on where they were the last trade show that wrapped up. That was Hong Kong. They could very well, in this weekend coming up, go for more. So right now, the situation is this. That's what you would pay for a lesser quality yellow diamond right now loose. You're getting the carat 17 in the white diamonds, the 21 points in the yellow diamonds, and this highly bright, vivid stone that's been saved for 6 years. And we're not going to do $8,000, $7,000, $6,000, $5,000. It's not going to be $5,000 to start. Come on in because this is going to go. And I know it hasn't been an exceptionally busy night. That doesn't mean that at the end of the show when I do something absolutely deplorable that it won't be. It's going to get busy. You know why? Because you all know a value. You all know it. If I'm up here telling you it's not a value, you still know it when you see it. You know it. You know because you watch the shows, you understand jewelry. You're not just shopping blindly, you're not only shopping here, you're shopping everywhere. You know what's happening in the world of diamonds, you know what's happening elsewhere in yellows. We're gonna bring you the value of a lifetime and give it the setting that's classic. It's not $5, it's not $4, it's not even $3,500 to get this started. We are gonna get this a home. The auctions have been the way to do that tonight. It's because it's given us and afforded us an extra opportunity to go crazy on these price tags. So here's your chance right now, and no, it's not gonna be $3,500 either, because that's not doing it. So guess what? We get to take it lower, make it even better. 238 is an incredible diamond weight to get, and you're getting it all in solid 14 karat yellow and white gold together. 34, 33, 32, 31. Uh-oh. Let's try it on again. Here it is. This is the same mounting we do. We do it in all white diamonds, but this one's a step up. Yellow diamonds and white diamonds are not priced the same, just in case you're not familiar. Yellow diamonds are more. Even in smaller stones, yellow diamonds are more. They are more. They just are. We don't have $3,100 and we can't even sell the loose stone for that price. This has been saved for 6 years. It's our queen stone. And now we're at $3,100 with no open, and no, we do not have it, and you're not verifying. All right, let's make it even easier. $3,000 to start us off with a $10 increment only. Jess, I suppose nothing's changed here? Or, okay, so here we go. $3,000, 60 seconds. Let's go. $10 increments if we get the open, and that's an if. So don't really consider that a problem until we've got the open, but we have a final minute ticking down. This is insanely good. And you've got a major, this is the color where, watch this, if I block the light, still as bright. I blocked the overhead light. Look how bright and intense that is. Do you see the yellow diamond halo? Those are rounds surrounding the center. They're the same brightness of color. It's usually easier to get those brighter colors in the smaller material. So to have this all match, you know that sometimes we've seen this before, right? Where we see a halo of yellow diamonds around a center stone, but what's the difference? Sometimes the smaller ones are brighter and the center stone is a little lighter. That's not the case here. These are identical. They are matched. That's really where the difference is here. It's a difference. And we don't have $3,000. Okay. So we move on. We say see you tomorrow. We have 20 minutes left. I might have to end the broadcast early. I might. And I know we're here for technically to give us 21 more minutes of airtime. 21 and a half more minutes. I might leave the broadcast early because this ring is honestly, what else can I show you that is a better value than this yellow diamond ring with our most bright, vivid, intense color we've ever had? And it's not going to be $3,000 apparently. So here's what I'll do. I'll give you one last chance. We'll go $2,900 if it helps. $2,900 instead. $2,900 to get this started. Don't worry about the increments because it don't matter until we get the open. But if we do, it's a tiny increment to get you in. Let's see if what we've got. Guys, this is, it's a little bit of one of those pinch me moments because you know yellow diamonds because you've seen them, but this is a step up in color. And I say it all the time, but for those of you that are watching for the very first time, because I have a feeling you might be thinking, so what does it matter that the color is brighter or more intense or more saturated? Colored diamonds and colored gemstones alike, the number one priority is the color. More important than the size, more important than the cut, more important than the origin, it is the color. And with colors of diamonds that, by the way, it's not a matter of let's just heat it a little longer. It's not a matter of let's just irradiate it a little more. This is an all natural stone. So what you're seeing there is credited to Mother Nature and Mother Nature only. It didn't get any help. It didn't get any enhancements. And a lot of times, well, that's most of what you see out there. It might still be natural diamond material, but it was enhanced to get that color. This is all natural. Our best yellow diamond 1 carat that's been here, we have no open. Well, take a look, $2,900. I don't know. Yes. You know what I'm going to do here? Hi, Rob. Thanks for watching. You know what I'm going to do? Are we verifying the open? Who's verifying? Oh, they're not in studio? Okay. Are you verifying, Jason? Okay, so wait a minute. We have 2 people. Oh, gosh. I just realized I think we have 2 opens, and I don't know who was first. Okay. But I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Here's the thing. Until I figure out what's happening, I need to have more than 1 bidder on this. That's the fact. If it helps, to those of you that are verifying right now and thinking about getting this started, if this helps, let's take it down an extra $100, and we'll start the bidding because I really want to try to get a lot of people in here. Let's try to get a lot of participation. You only have 1 chance in a lifetime to get a stone like this. So we better do everything, I better do everything in my power to make sure this is your moment to jump in. How about $2,800 to get this going tonight? It is $238 in diamonds overall. And if you're somebody who says, I don't just want fine jewelry, I want quality through and through. I'm not just looking to get something so I can upgrade it a few years down the line. I want quality. I don't want to skimp. I don't want to compromise. I don't want to cut a corner. I don't want to give anything up. If that's your perspective when it comes to jewelry, you've got to have this yellow diamond. We have had many, many other yellow diamonds. We might have, I'm hoping we'll have some in the future. It doesn't matter right now because the best quality and the best individual color is sitting right here on a wheel at this extremely low open. So right now, if you just don't care really much about quality of your individual stone, then you don't have to get in on this. There's really no urgency. But if you're somebody who says, I want the best, I don't want to ever compromise, this is it. I'm going to give it 60 seconds to get this. I got to go honestly in the phone bank. I can't tell. See, we have some operators that are remote and they're on the other side of the country. So I'm confused. I don't know if we have the open or not. So again, blame the host. It's always my fault, but because I can't tell, because we have operators that are across the country that are working remotely, and then we have some that are in studio here. So I don't know what's going on. Let's do this, Tony. How about we just be fair? I'm going to go out to the phone bank and I'm going to see what's going on. I'll give it 60 seconds to get the open, and I hope and pray that we do, because there's nothing I could do that's a better value than this right here, right now. Take a look at it. Let me go out in the phone bank and see what's happening. We have 60 seconds to get this started. We're looking for, let me see if we have $2,800. Let me see what we have, because this is crazy good. And, oh, it feels so much better over here by these lights. Jason, Wayne, anybody thinking about this? Anybody thinking, let me try it on, let me do that. It stays as is. So the only decision you're making is what ring size do you need? That will be it. That is the only decision to be made. And, well, the bigger decision is, come on in. Yes? Yeah. Oh, that's really nice. So Kathleen just purchased recently a yellow diamond from us here at TVON. She got it, and she's called in because she said, I love it, and I want to thank you. And was it a good value? Kathleen, I bet it was. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly which one it was, but I bet you it was a good value. Now, is it as strong a value as this one is? That I don't know. Because here's what I'm looking at. A moment in time. Okay, so do we have 28? We got it. Yay! We've got $2,800. I'm going to try it on again because I know that's what you're waiting on. Here it is on the hand one more time. Not a small ring. $2,800. Guess what? It's going to go. But with only 15 minutes left, and I'm hoping there'll be some other requests to get to before we wrap this thing up. We're going to give it our final 2 minutes, I think, but not before we do this. I actually want to make another, we don't do this very often, but I want to take it on over to the center stage because I want to show you what it looks like from across the room. This is not a small ring, to the point where I thought it might be helpful to see what that ring, I didn't stack that up with anything else. That's, I wear a diamond ring myself that a lot of you guys go, that seems like it's a big ring. This ring is just as big. Now, obviously, it's one center stone with the double halo around it. I'm telling you, what the look that creates, and whether it's your left-hand ring finger, right-hand ring finger, maybe it's going to be middle finger or index finger. Honestly, it's big enough in the design that it works really well for that. We're going to have to give it last call. It looks like I'm in a one-and-done situation here. We've got the one bidder at $2,800. Nobody's verifying right now at all. Wow. And this is a mega moment for a 2-carat 38 diamond weight, but it's really about the color. I know so many times it's about the carat weight. It's about the design. It's about the big individual diamonds. This one is about the color. It's about the individual color you're getting. Cannot get a better, brighter color. It doesn't get brown. It doesn't get orange. It's a pure, bright, sunshine, vivid yellow. But we are at $2,800 and it will go. There's no hope of calling in tomorrow morning and saying, can I buy that ring that was auctioned last night? It's not going to be here. It's going to be gone. And now at this point we have 2 minutes left until we sell it. The increment is $10. So we'd be looking for a $2,810 bid just to keep this thing going and to get you eligible to bid. So here's your last call. It's just a tremendous ring. And there's a lot of places out there right now, and this is the crime of it, and I'm probably not sharing with you anything you don't know. But what's been staggering lately is that gold bands are going for $4,000 by themselves, and they don't have a diamond in them. You can spend $4,000 on a 2mm gold band. That's basically what is the start of this ring. And then it builds and builds and builds all around it. So to have $2,800 and to get everything you see here and everything you see on this wheel. And we are now beginning a 2-minute finale clock. I would love to just let this be up here for the rest of the show, but you know, there's going to be a lot of angry people if I do that, saying, show me some other things. So here we are, final minute 50. When the clock hits 0, it will be sold and done forever. And then, yeah, all my inklings were right. Probably best to save this, but here we are. And now we're not. And now we have the open, so it will go. And it will go in 94 seconds. And the key is this. We give you 2 whole minutes as runway to make that phone call since there's a delay with the broadcast. So we really want to make sure you're dialing on the early side, waiting till the clock hits 0, and then calling is not going to get you anywhere. We've got to look at it here again on the hand. Amazing value. Yeah. It's a value, all right, but here it is from a distance away. Forgive that it's too big on me. That's okay. They just make them a little bigger. It's okay. It's going to be sized for you. It's going to be exactly the way you want it. All you have to do, leave it in the 2-tone gold here. That's going to be the yellow and the white together. And we are now in last call. You cannot wait. And you have a money-back guarantee. That's the thing. Do not wait, because if you call me and say, just make me another one, I can't. I certainly couldn't do it at $2,800. Just get it now. It's better to get it now and then get it at home and see what it's all about. If you're waiting, there's not going to be another opportunity. This is go time. This is it. This is your chance. We have 37 seconds remaining. Do not, whatever you do, wait. This is that top color. It is that top color. We don't see yellow. You know, if you watch the show, we don't see yellow diamonds of this color. It was set aside 6 years ago. It took us that long to create one halo of matched rounds to be right directly beside it. So to get all that and to see one of our better values on yellow diamonds anyways, that's what's so really amazing about this moment. And we have $2,800 going once. Let's see if we have 2810. Yes or no. We've got a quick wheel. I've got a beautiful star sapphire. Oh, the blue star sapphire we have. Must see. Gotta see that. We'll show that to you next. Really collectible blue star sapphire. 2810. Do we have it? Verifying 2810. Let's see what we got. And then we'll bring the Paraiba back out. We have a lot of people asking to bring that Paraiba back out. We'll do that for you as well. I got to say congratulations. I know this is really, whoever is our leader right now, this has to be said. This is truly, truly, it's the best value I've had in yellow diamonds. No doubt about it. 2810, yes or no? Got it? Sold. Congratulations. That's out of here. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here to see that and shop it tonight. Take a look at this blue star sapphire. Wow, look at that. That's a true blue. And it's got the star, which is just going to typically be a singular star. I'll show it to you here under one light. It's item number 1123-604. Congrats again. Oh, it's hard to say goodbye to that yellow diamond, especially for what I just did on the pricing. But here we are looking at a blue star sapphire in a gigantic, okay, it's only platinum. It's a 941. Here's what one of the lights, if I block one light here as best I can, there's two stars, there's one star. And of course, that light, you can tell, is towards the lower left hand of that stone. That's why the star moves as the stone does, because essentially, as the stone moves, the light around it does. So see how that's gonna, if I put that up to the center, you know how I always do, lift it up to the center of the light there, then your star is completely centered. Watch this. I'll be able to, I think, just contortion myself so that I can hold this up and still walk around and block one of the lights. And there you can see. So that star is going to be basically centered up wherever the light is, the star is, and then it moves with the light. So you see that? So expect it to look like this when it comes to your home, not this. Unless you put, now you can do this at home. If you want to put 2 lamps on it and train 2 focal points of light, then you'll have that look. You can do it with 3. But this is what it's typically going to look like when you have the one light source around it. Okay, so with that said, it's a carat 05 in diamonds as well. You have baguettes and rounds. Let me set that thing back down. And I don't know about you, but I've not seen too many that are 9 carats 41 in size when it comes to sapphires. Do you ever see a sapphire of any kind that's 9.5 carats? Even if it doesn't have an asterism, and this is all unheated, and it's that beautiful powder blue, and it's got a carat 05, and it's in platinum, and we're going to take this down to a major discount that was, it did start at $69.99, which is not bad at all. I don't think that's a bad price at all. $69.99 for a 941? Under $1,000 a carat on a sapphire that's that size? That's not bad. We're going to make it a lot better than 69, 59, 49, 39, 29, or yes, we're really going to give this thing away, as if we're not giving everything away tonight. It's been a big day for giveaways. And if there's anything you want to check on availability, please do it now, because we are just about 8 minutes away from the completion and conclusion of this Wednesday night. And this one is $2,499. That is as good as gone, because that's an obvious value. And then we'll recap our Paraiba for you. That's got to go. Got to make sure we get that one a good home before we run out of time here, and we'll see you back tomorrow night, I hope, to do it again. So $24.99 on that one. And then don't forget about the Tanzanite pendant we brought up by request. The fabulous men's Burma is still here. We also had the Peridot earrings and the Mandarin garnet and a lot of great pieces for $9.99 that are still hanging out as well. If you want to inquire about any of those, please do. We still got enough time to show you pieces again before we go. So that would be $24.99. How about 30 seconds on that one? Then we bring out the Paraiba one more time. Just for fun here. This is not normally something we do with sapphires because I don't have 9.5 carat sapphires ever on the show. But at $24.99, I'm figuring a per carat price on that. That's $265 a carat. Free platinum, free diamonds at over a carat, and $265 a carat on a star blue sapphire. That's from my collectors out there who know that the microscopic half carats go for more than that. They do. You could get a half carat loose stone for $2,500, or you can get a finished in platinum, beautiful setting, 9.5 carat blue star sapphire right here, right now. That is how you do it, my friends. This is why you're with us till the very end of a show. You never know what kind of discount or what is going to get discounted to these incredible levels. And now it's a 9-carat 41 star sapphire in the blue color, which is the rarest of them all. So you got a special stone there. It's easier to get the purples. It's really easy to get the black star sapphires. It's why we don't bring them. They're rather commonplace. It's typically how we see the star stones because they're dirtier sapphires. This is a gem quality blue, but in that huge size with the asterism. Okay, that's here at the moment. I know we're verifying. Let me know when that's gone. Let's spend the last couple of minutes with this Paraiba because I can't leave it here at this price. It's a massive look on the hand. It's giving you a 1.5 carat look with a 91 point stone. It's your last call because a lot of people, I've had 3 requests just to me individually to show this again. So I know a lot of you are thinking about it. Maybe you've had a chance now for the last 20, 30 minutes to go look and scout what other Paraibas are going for at this size. And maybe you're come back because you saw the value. Here it is, 112-4114. Call me on that star stone. That star sapphire has to go. You don't see that. And then here we are with our beautiful 91 point Paraiba in the oval. It's got the fabulous 93 points. This is the scaled down saddle ring, just to be clear. The larger saddle has about a carat 70. This has the 93 points in the diamonds here, but still as comfortable, bold and bright, gives you a whole platform of diamonds that surround your stone. And we have a very special way to get you a deal because it did start at $13,999 and now it's not. To the point where this is the weird part, it's not even $3,999. So $10,000 off of a TVON price has still managed to leave it here. So instead of $13,000 or $39.99, we actually went a little bit lower. And this is where I've had 3 people just in the last few minutes beg me to put it back up, say they want to see it again. White gold, yes. Yellow gold, yes. Rose gold, yes. You can do what you wish, but I do not think, we have 4 minutes left. I don't think this is going to last the show. So this is the time. Go ahead and dial in. You have nothing to lose. And if you get it at home and aren't absolutely thrilled, then you send it back. It's not a big deal, but I think that the thing is this, is that a lot of people are going, that is just too low for a Paraiba, gosh darn it. You can't be doing that with Paraiba. I'm doing it because we got to move some jewelry here in our last few minutes, and it's $3,499 to get it to you. So that's the way we're working a Paraiba that's a light 1 carat, but looks like a carat and a half. Questions? You got it. Star Sapphire may be gone to a brand new register, no less. And I would be saying the warmest welcome to you because that is a perfect way to start your TVON collection. Then there is this Paraiba for $34.99. So we do have to see this one out the door as well, and we will. So $34.99. Let me show you again the finishing. I know we're verifying right now. We'll see who's got it. Yes, I recommend the white. I do. From the mounting to the stone, every which way, I think, look at the clarity. This is, I'm spending a lot of extra time in this under gallery so you can look in through the back of the stone, because that's where a lot of times you would see inclusions from this angle that you wouldn't see up front because of the faceting. Good faceting should hide or mask inclusions in a stone. Well, this stone, you saw it from the back, you saw how clean it is, and we've got it for $34.99. And yes, that is the countdown of this show. So at this point, you got 2.5 minutes. If there's anything you'd like to see or ask about or call in and receive, this is when you do it, right here, right now. Let me know if you've got the Paraiba for $34.99. It has to go. And we'll be back to do it again tomorrow night. That's at 7 o'clock Pacific, 9 p.m. Central Time, and 10 p.m. Eastern. And there's going to be a lot of special surprises tomorrow night because, well, it's technically, it's like the big JCK kickoff. And so we've got a lot of special things for you. So that's going to be coming up, and 2 minutes left. So this one's verifying. Jason, are you getting this one or somebody else get? Okay, so Jason's still thinking about it. You're thinking about it as well, because we have 2 callers and calls coming in as we speak. This is, yeah, this is going. I don't know to who yet, but this ring is definitely going to get a good home tonight. No doubt about it. And thank you so much again for being with us. We always really appreciate your company here on these weeknights and every day that we get a broadcast with you. So thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. We know there's a lot of you that just hang out with us and watch, and I can't tell you how much. You don't need to buy anything for us to appreciate you being here. It really means a lot that you keep me company on these weeknights and spend these evenings with me. So thanks so much. We'll do it again tomorrow night. 7 o'clock is when it kicks off. Be here right at the beginning because we got a great kickoff to the show, and we'll be here for 3 big hours for our Thursday as well. But that is just such a good Paraiba when it's clean like that is, and it's got that size that I'm telling you, not most Paraibas don't look bigger than they weigh. Most of them, this isn't like one of those less dense stones. It usually looks just like what it weighs. So I'm telling you, the big bonus there is you're getting what would normally cost you $9,000 or $10,000 for a carat and a half. It's that look, but you're getting it for a lot less. And look, it was supposed to be $13,999, but it's not. So you've got a huge moment to pick that up. We'll be here for a couple minutes after we go off the air to continue to help you out with any questions you might have, place any orders you want to place, and get the pieces tonight, because by the next morning, they're never here. Everyone thinks they'll be here next morning. They're not, because we're really busy here at the end of the show. So thanks again for being with us. That's our beautiful Paraiba, $3,499. You can't go wrong with that. I'm a Paraiba collector. Trust me, you will be thrilled if you choose that as your piece tonight. It really is lovely. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for shopping. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow night, and we hope you have a great Thursday in the meantime. So from all of us at TVON, thank you so much. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow at 7.